How you feel, dog?
Okay, everybody, we got through that. We made it through that. Are you done coughing, sir?
Yes, sir. I believe I am.
Every time you cough, do you notice you're kind of just like leaning into the mic?
No, my bad.
Yeah, don't do that.
No, yes, sir.
I mean, I say that with all respect, brother.
Of course,
yeah.
bro.
Okay, here we go right here, man.
Yeah.
Man, we had a great weekend. How many minutes are we into this? 6 minutes. So we didn't waste too much time, dog. We didn't waste too much time. Today we have a great guest today, guys. You know what I mean? We have a great guest, and this man is I'd say he's a man with a few different hats, so to speak. You know, if you don't know what that means, he does a couple different things, right? You know?
Yeah.
And boy's talented, man, and he's got a great story, you know, before everything else. And with that said, I want my Goonies to raise up off your motherfucking futons, slap your fat ass baby mama, and put your kids to sleep, because we're gonna be here for a couple hours, dog. Everybody, out of Anaheim, California, everybody give it up for HECTIK, baby. Let's go.
Yeah. Thank you. Appreciate you, homie. Thank you for having me, dog.
All love, baby.
Appreciate it, bro.
I appreciate you, dog. I appreciate you, man. I appreciate you not doing that. What kind of car was that, bro? Was that like a motorcycle? It was a motorcycle. Okay. Well, sometimes dudes be making up Hondas and Civics and these Preludes, and they sound loud as fuck, but they going slow. They sound like they're going fast. They loud, but they're going slow.
Right. That's right. Jetson style.
If I ever want to piss off my neighbors, bro, I'm just gonna like go to fucking OfferUp, buy myself a $1,200 fucking old ass Civic, bro, and put a fucking. I bought the car for $1,200, so I'm gonna spend about $1,500 on the muffler, dog.
Just to motherfucking annoy him.
Yeah, just turn it on once in a while.
Get a chainsaw, bro.
Oh, there you go. Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Fuck, dog. Thank you. He's like,
save you some money. Save you some money. You know what I mean?
Yeah, he's like, the DMV lines are just way too long, dog. We got other options.
That's right. That's right, bro.
But you know what? Sometimes people. This is kind of a funny thought right here. Sometimes people will drive the way their car sounds.
Oh shit!
Right? Like they become their car. You know?
Okay.
And so if it's like a fucking Honda Civic that sounds like it's going super fast but it's going super slow, then it turns that little man with a little dick feeling like he's got a, you know what I mean? Right. Like, I don't know, bro. What? Killer dog! What are these notes right here, dog?
That's right, bro.
Yeah. Oh, where are you at, bro? Where are you at?
Fuck, dog.
What the fuck?
I said, that's all I like, because no matter what car I drive, I still got a little dick.
Some people fucking, they compensate, bro. You ever see a short dude jump off his truck?
Oh, hell yeah.
You ever see a short dude with a big ass truck?
Oh, you see him all the time, bro.
Yeah. Bro, we've shamed a couple number. You have shamed, sir. You going to hell with that guy over there, bro.
Shit, I don't think it's over. No matter what.
I don't think.
I'm still fat. Wake up fat.
Shit, bro.
Stomps, are you okay, bro?
Hell no.
You need to get your life together, Stomps. Seriously.
I'm trying, shit.
You need to go to church, Stomps.
Hell no. Church, I was going there for the wine. I was going to go there for the hangover and to give you a chip. You know what I'm saying? Shit. You want peanut butter? You got 2 of them. You know what I'm saying, baby? Protein in. And get your crew that straight, dog.
Bro, you just solidified your fucking one-way ticket to fucking hell, bro. This fool said the wine and the chip. That's not a chip, bro. That's the fucking body of Christ.
A pug?
That's the body of Christ, bro.
I was a chicharrón.
Stop. If the devil's watching right now, bro, what message do you want him? What do you want him to have ready for you when you do get to hell?
Shit, man, all those 2 fat bitches that put me in the pamper that they come with me. You know what I'm saying? Nah, fuck that food, dog. But, I'm going to go to hell anyways. But, yeah, I'll probably get some beer down there and get tortured by 2 fat bitches. You know what I'm saying?
Why those got to be fat, bro?
Because, man, that's how I like them. Shit, you like ribs with no meat on it? You know what I'm saying? I got to have a lot of meat on mine. And then all the spots. Mostly the managers that get discounts and shit.
Fat
They got
Bros,
the nice cars.
Fat Bros, you can't just fuck anywhere, bro. You know what I mean? You gotta have a
good for the homies
designated.
because they always have the fine girls, homegirls.
Oh, okay.
The one that,
Now you're switching it up
for the team, baby.
Okay, anyways, let's get back. Let's get focused right here. Let's get focused right here.
Bro.
You're out of Anaheim, sir?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Anaheim, California, homie.
Born and raised?
Born and raised, got nothing.
Okay, bro.
Yep.
Let me. Oh shoot. Let me do this right here. Bam. I want to put that right there. Born and raised Anaheim. We just did we did like a field trip in Anaheim recently. Kids took them to the Angels game, man. It was cool. You Angels fan?
Yeah. I've seen that. Well, you know, I grew up with both.
Yeah.
You know, because back in our days, you know, when the Dodgers were playing, you know, all the raza was supporting the Dodgers.
Yeah.
You know, and the Angels back in the days, it was the California Angels. It was more like the White brothers. You know what I'm saying?
100%.
And I say it like it is, bro. You know what I mean? The raza was more, you know, with Fernando Valenzuela and the whole Dodger team. I mean, that's what it was, bro. You know what I mean?
Let's go, dog.
I mean,
think about
I still love my Angels, homie. I'm from Anaheim, bro.
And I'm not,
but I got love for the Dodgers too, bro.
And
you
I'm
know
not,
what I mean?
100%. And I don't give you the round of applause that you just heard. I don't think the other guys can hear it because of what you not to go for the Angels, being from Orange County. No, bro. You know, Fernando, bro. Come on, man.
Yeah.
My grandma loved that dude.
Yeah.
He won the hearts of every Mexican in California.
Yeah.
I mean, and if he didn't, then you know what I mean?
No, it was a culture thing. We had to support our people, bro. And he was there. You know what I mean? And it brought everybody together. I mean, shit. It did in my family, you know?
Absolutely, brother. Wow.
Yeah.
And then the stadiums are a little bit
they're
different in regards to the demographic, right?
Right.
You know, it's so funny that you said that. It's not funny you said it. I think it's a common fact. But there are a lot of people that are they might be from LA, they might be from San Gabriel, they might be from SFV, you know what I mean? Within the LA County.
Right.
But they're white people, so they feel like they have to go for the Angels, you know? I don't know.
Yeah,
it just seems like that sometimes.
I don't know if it's still like that, but I think back in our days, it was, bro.
Okay.
It was like that, you know, because I went to the games and I seen, like you said, the demographic. You can see the difference, bro. And, you know, it was the reality in our time, bro. You know what I mean? There's different stages where you see the racism, you know what I mean? So it is what it is, and the prejudice, you know what I mean? It's there, bro. So, but,
Do you think it's still here?
Yeah, it's always gonna be here, bro. It's always gonna be here.
Who's more racist, you think, whites or Mexicans?
Come on, bro.
Mexicans are racist on their own.
Yeah. I mean, not from what I've experienced. You know, from what I've experienced, I mean, it's a no contest. You know what I mean?
It is a no contest.
But obviously, look at what I was doing too. So, you know, they look at me, they frown at me, they judge me, and I get harassed. And I mean, I'm already looked at because of, you know, the way I look and shit, lifestyle. You know, so. How they gonna look at me compared to a Mexicano that probably has a son that's living the same lifestyle? You know what I mean? And somebody that doesn't, they're like, oh no, fuck that. You know what I mean? A lot of difference, bro.
I like your jersey, bro.
Appreciate it, homie.
I'm a Steelers fan, dog.
That's what's up, homie.
Black and yellow, black and yellow.
That's right.
Shout out to fucking what's that fool's name that made that song?
Wiz Khalifa.
Wiz
homie.
Khalifa, man, that was a perfect Steelers song.
Yes, sir.
I don't even know if he was making it for the Steelers, but
yeah, that's all right.
Steelers, bro. Yeah, I love the Steelers, bro. Got Steelers jerseys. You know what? I sometimes I'm gonna get better this football season.
Yeah.
You know, but I'm a hardcore basketball fan. Like I will religiously watch basketball games, but I love football too. You know, and anyways, the past couple years I've been going so strong with the podcast that I'm just kind of just like when I do have some type of free time and stuff outside of the podcast, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know, you got kids at home and stuff.
That's right.
Well, let's move up to the hat since you got the cocaine hat.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, talk about that right there.
So I got connected with Cocaine. You know what I mean? He seen one of my freestyles, reached out. You know, did a song, did a track with them, did a video.
Yeah.
And he said, hey, you know, I want to sign you, bro. And I said, let's go. You know, so yeah, I got signed to Buddy Boy Records, working on my album. Got 2 more tracks, and it's on, baby. You know?
Okay. So
Yeah.
we're talking about where we're at right now. But shout out to Cocaine. Matter of fact, I told you
Yes, sir.
that I just got off the phone with Cocaine
Shout out
2
Cocaine.
days ago, bro. And so Cocaine's going to be on the podcast coming up real soon, guys. You guys look out for that.
That's right.
Shout out to that dude, man. We had a long, good phone call. And he goes, "La, I just need my smoke and I need my hooch." And I said, "Say less." So you know what? Honestly, I'm gonna on the Cocaine interview, I'm gonna fucking drink with that dude. I'm gonna drink with him, man, and I'm gonna smoke with him, and I'm gonna enjoy that right there in the sense of like he's an OG in the game.
He's a legend.
Man. Yeah,
He's
he
a
is,
legend, bro.
He is
The most featured artist, bro. The most featured artist. Cocaine, bro. People don't know that. Those that don't, now you know.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Most featured artist.
Most featured.
Because
his hooks.
Exactly. And I wanted to say this about Cocaine. Cocaine is a relative to Nate Dogg in the sense of what they do.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
You know, I'm not saying they're family members, you know what I mean? I don't know if they're homies, they probably are, you know what I mean? Or they probably were.
Yeah.
We had Inhale, we had Nate Dogg's son here. He was cool, bro.
That's right.
And he's kind of following the legacy of his pops.
That's right.
But Cocaine, man, he got that fucking just like that.
And that's what I do, bro.
Yeah.
I do hooks like Cocaine too. Because he inspired me, bro.
Yeah.
So I got my own flavor to it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So the Mexican Cocaine, bro.
Sheesh.
You know what I mean?
Okay.
They'll hear it, bro.
Yeah, and we're gonna drop him some beats.
Oh yeah.
He said he's a freestyle.
Bring it, baby. Bring that motherfucker.
He said he will.
Hell yeah.
The dude said he will tear up any freestyle, any beat that I give him.
Let's go. Yeah.
But we're not gonna do that now.
No. When the time is right.
We'll get into that.
Oh yeah.
So
that's right.
When I was talking to Cocaine, I always thought it was Boot Boys.
No, it's Buddy Boy.
And he's Buddy Boys. And I said,
yeah.
So mind you, I'm telling you, a couple days ago I'm on the phone again.
Yeah.
A little bit of a flex, guys. Sometimes I get on the phone with some cool people, man.
That's
Legends, right?
Yes, sir.
But anyways, he told me it was in memory of Eazy-E. He put the E for Eazy-E, bro. You know?
That's right, bro. Yeah. He's got a lot of love for Easy. That's for sure, bro. Rest in peace. No doubt.
And I thought that was dope too, man.
Yeah. Yeah, he's a good dude, bro. He's my carnal, bro. We've talked, personal shit. He's man, like a man gave me advice, bro, and solid individual, carnal. You know what I mean? So I got nothing but the most utmost respect for him, bro. And he works with a lot of raza, Latinos, always, bro. He never says no or nothing, so.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Good dude, really good dude, bro.
Shout out to Cocaine, man.
Yes,
and
sir.
like
Shout
I said,
out.
he's going to be on the podcast in a couple weeks. 3 weeks he's going to be on the podcast.
Hell
I
yeah.
forget the date because I got the calendar filled up right now, man. We got a gangsta-ass calendar coming right now. But we're going to start off our calendar right now with RG, the homie right here, Anaheim, folks.
right.
HECTIK, baby. Stand the fuck up. I mean, bro, I'm gravitating towards Anaheim right now. Like, honestly, like, I'm loving OC and OC's loving me, bro, And it's just, it's great, brother, to, get into different sections with basically just the same people. They're just in a different section. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's the homies and shit, and it's a lot. I got a lot of love for. And shout out to my boy Menace. You know what I mean?
Sir, shout out to Menace. Yeah, that's the homie right there, bro.
But when I seen him tagging you, let's talk about this. So when I seen them tagging you,
That's right.
and then I seen you and Menace go back and forth on the tag,
Right.
I said, okay. Oh, okay, they know each other. They homies, And so I hollered at Menace. I got on the phone with Menace. I was like, "Hey, dog, you know this homie right here, HECTIK?" And he's like, "Yeah, fool, I known that fool since we were bop, whoa, this, that, and the other, And
Yes, sir.
he just said, he kind of sometimes Spencer, my boy, but like sometimes if you don't know each other and someone knows
so
her,
gravy.
you know what I mean? He's just like, hey, you know the homie and shit, And depending on who you ask is depending on what they're gonna tell you, right?
Yeah, of course.
But if it was something different, bro, you know what I mean? I don't know, bro. But sometimes it gets a little weird. But it works out like this sometimes. I'd like to get started on your story, brother, before we get into the great things you're doing with music right now, the great things you're doing with your career. You know what I mean? One of my homeboy Manny called me a minute ago. you know him from the job site. He'll call in a little while, bro, and it will refresh your memory, dog.
Yeah.
You know, shout out to my dog Manny.
Yes, sir. What's up, Manny?
Yeah, you know I'm a blue collar worker too right now. I'm just trying to live this Hollywood life right now, dog. You know what I mean? The problem is the problem is I'm in East LA, dog. So any motherfucker in East LA trying to live a Hollywood life is gonna end up looking like this guy right here.
Who goes there? Identify yourself.
Big Purr, what's going on, dog?
Man, homie, I don't even know, dog. I don't even know I was on the show right now. I'm just watching it like, what?
You're like,
I need
It's hard get your own cameo, dog.
Man, high cholesterol, no beer don't work, man.
My dog. All right, all good. Sometimes it be like that, dog. You're good though, brother.
That's right, bro.
How far could we take it back, brother? How far could we take it back in your childhood, your upbringing, bro? And it's very important. And I hope you could be transparent as possible. Obviously, we talked about this already.
Yeah, definitely.
But I think it's very important, brother, for people to share their stories, their trials, tribulations. And there's some dude, bro, that killed 200 people. You know what I mean? But it doesn't make a difference. It's not topping one story because everybody always can relate to, you know what I mean? What individuals are going through, you know?
Yeah.
And so and I say all that because then they'll hear your music different, dog. Because then you'll have people that connect with you.
Yeah.
They have people that be like, oh shit, yeah, I feel that. I went through that.
That's
bop,
right.
bop, bop. You know what I mean? So they'll hear your music different. But anyways, with that said, how far can we go back in your story, sir?
As far back as we need to go.
Okay,
That's
diapers.
like a testimony. Shit.
Diapers, baby.
Know? Shit, diapers, fucking, born in Anaheim, bro. My mom and dad, they came from Juarez. Shout out to Juarez, El Chuco, también, El Paso, I got family there. They came down over here. My dad was, doing his thing, you know what I mean? At the same time, he was doing this thing, as I was growing up, he was beating up my mom and shit every day, you know what I mean? And my mom was coming home late, and having to deal with that shit, and we had to, wake up every night and fucking anticipating, when my mom got home, and we would have to run out there and protect my mom and shit. He would put a knife to her neck, fucking, those are the things that I remember, you know what I mean, growing up as a youngster and
trying to figure it out.
You know what I mean?
Were you at what age are we talking about?
We're talking about 5.
5, okay.
From diapers to 5. I mean, shit. And
at 5 years old, and I'm sorry for jumping in, bro, but let's think about it because my shit started at 5 too. Trauma and just crazy ass shit, right? Fights and stuff. And as all we are is we're just observers. Like we can't process. Yeah. We can't really process what's going on. I mean, at least I can speak for myself. There's some other 5 years, you say yours, but we're kind of sponges, bro. And we're just like, soaking this craziness up. But go ahead, brother.
And trying to do what you can. You know what I mean? And that's what I tried to do, me and my brothers. You know what I mean? To protect my mom and shit. You know what I mean? But my dad was doing this thing, and my dad was also he came across Richard Ramirez and was hooking him up too and shit, until my mom found out who the motherfucker was, and she's like, get that motherfucker out of here.
Oh, so Richard Ramirez used to go to your house?
Yeah. He used to buy dope for my dad and shit,
And we're talking about Richard Ramirez, the Night Stalker,
bro.
Yeah. So he used to go to your house.
Yeah. He would pick up dope from my dad and shit.
What kind of dope was he on?
He was doing speedballs, bro, heroin and coke.
He was slamming that shit.
Yeah, he was slamming, and he'd get into his fucking mode, and he'd do what he did, bro. You know what I mean?
And basically what he was doing is after he got high, is he was jumping in motherfuckers' windows.
Yeah, he was killing them, shooting them in the fucking head while they were asleep.
And that was a part of Richard Ramirez's high. Because he wasn't doing that obviously sober then. He was just twisted up in his fucking head. Yeah. But some like me, when I get high, 9 times out of 10, of course I want to get more high. And then the 10, I want to fuck, homie. You know what I mean? But sometimes, But depending on what you're going through at the time, sometimes I'm going to go hit a connect. You know what I mean? Sometimes I'm going to fucking bop, 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 whoop, whoop, whoop. We'll talk about all that other shit. Right. You know what I mean? But that was his thing. His thing was like...
Yeah, I mean, that was his mentality, bro. You know what I mean? But yeah, aside from that, my dad ended up, going to jail. And he kept going to jail doing years and shit. Then my mom left him, and he took off to El Paso, got deported. I was about 9, 10 years old at that time, and that's when my brothers, they started a neighborhood. You know what I mean? The neighborhood folks. You know what I mean?
They started Anaheim folks back then.
Yeah, that's when they started. I was about 10. So, I was, like you said, like a sponge. I was soaking up the game, and by 11, 12, I mean, I was already, involved in shit,
Let's rewind it a little bit, just a little bit. Your pops takes off.
Yeah.
Right? Which was, why did he take off again?
Well, he was beating my mom, and he was also beating my brothers, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And my mom had enough of that shit.
She pushed him out.
So she finally had the courage to just say that's it, and shook the spot. And he tried to come back one time, and we were already older, bro. And I pulled out a strap, and my brothers pulled out a strap, and we told them, like, hey, check it out. We're not little kids no more, and you're not gonna come in here, talk to my mom and disrespect her. So you got to get the fuck out of here. And he told us, all right, I'm glad you motherfuckers finally are men, and I'm out this bitch. And he fucking took off, bro. And it was like, well, fuck you too, dog. And that was it, homie. You know what I mean?
Don't tell me he had a convertible and all the way down the street he had his middle finger in the air.
Well, we were fucking throwing it right back to homie, like, well, fuck you, dog. But hey, that's what it was, bro. And after that, bro, he used to beat my brothers too, and they were fools, man. So they didn't give a fuck after that,
So when your moms left, had enough of it, right? And how did the household change? And before you tell me answer that, please tell me how many siblings you have.
I got 2 older brothers and 2 younger sisters, and a younger brother. Okay. But he's from a different father.
Okay, but at this time, it's
just me, my 2 older brothers, and my little sister, Lisa.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. And so, wow. And he was on drugs doing this, right?
Oh, bro, he was slamming, bro. Yeah. He was fucking my dad was a crazy man, bro. And we experienced a lot of shit with him, bro. A car went through our apartment and shit, almost killed my little sister. Because this guy was working at the cemetery, and he decided to steal a sword from a Marine's grave, bro. And he brought it to the house, and my mom told him, you better fucking take that shit back. And my dad was like, hell nah, I got this shit. He's all high as fuck, swinging it in the house, bro. This motherfucker, bro. And fucking 2 days later, bro, he's about to go back to work. My mom puts my little sister on the couch where the car goes through, and my dad comes out in his boxers and tells her, hey, move Lisa right now. And she's like, what the fuck? My mom moves her. Fucking not even 10 seconds, bro. The car goes through our apartment, bro. And my dad's chasing them out the fucking in his boxers with the machete and shit. The guy was working on his car, the mechanic, bro. He was from Mexico. And they told him to put the car in drive and hold the brakes. And he put it in drive and hit the fucking gas, bro. So he ended up in our apartment, bro. But, it was a curse, bro. For what my dad was doing and shit, It
was a curse the whole time.
Karma, bro. Yeah, dog. You do bad shit's gonna happen like that, especially with the dead. You don't fuck with the dead, bro. It doesn't matter if they're Marines or you never know, bro. You don't do that,
100%. That's one of the most wildest stories I've heard on here.
Yeah.
Someone digging up a grave.
No, he didn't dig up the grave, bro. Wait. No, the sword was on the Marine's grave.
On the Marine's grave.
You know how they set the sword. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, no, my boy. He's crazy, but goddamn, he ain't a grave digger. I'm a mortician. I'm here to kill the game. Oh shit, dog.
Yeah, so he took the sword.
Yeah. He went through some shit for that, bro. But
And you're talking about the karma and everything else that happened
bro.
after that.
Yeah. You know what I mean? Just a lot of shit, dog, you know, that comes along with that. And
Well, when you're doing drugs, and especially if you're slamming fucking methamphetamine, speedballs, which is with, what is it? So
Coke and heroin, bro.
Coke and heroin and speedballs.
that was their thing in those days and shit, you know what I mean? Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, bro, that shit.
Yeah, man.
And you know what, to this day, man, I got homeboys from my hood that are doing life right now. They've been down for like 20, 30 years doing life right now, and I still talk to them, and I send them money when I can. But a couple of them are in there for just getting too high and doing some fucking wild shit, and then woke up and had to sober up.
So what the fuck did I do, huh?
Honestly, I've never asked them that.
Yeah.
I've never asked them that because when we get on the phone, we have X amount of minutes, so we just chop it up real quick. You know what I mean? Hey, what's up, dog? I mean, what's going on you? But really, like, yeah, dog, like, hey, bro, I never, you know, one of my homies especially, hey, dog, did you ever, next day you woke up or, you know, you sobered up, did you, you know, what was the thought process like? You know what I mean? You know, I would say regret, like you said, what the fuck did I do? Yeah, and you can't take that back. You know.
Yep.
You can't take that back, man. You know what I mean? So, anyways, back to your pops. Did you guys have any love for him? Was there any love for Pops?
I didn't, bro.
Did he have a favorite out the kids at least? Did he?
He had a favorite to beat. That was my canal flaco, bro. He used to fucking grab him by the sideburns and lift him off his fucking feet, bro.
Let me check real quick.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
bro.
Making sure Stumps isn't laughing, bro. He's a dick like that, bro.
Nah, it's all good, homie. That's life. That's life, homie. That's life, you know. And you know, sometimes people trip out, you know, but fuck, dog. You know, there's people out there, there's parents or fathers, even mothers that are fucking out of their mind, bro. And then they get on that dope and shit, and they don't even care about their kids, bro. You know, they expect their kids to fucking raise themselves and shit while they're high as fuck. That shit ain't cool, bro.
Well, you know, I would say, you know, just my observation, and including my experience too. Like, there can be a badass kid, right? And he's just already like, you know, he's a brave kid, right?
Right.
And then he gets on that methamphetamine, and now he's the fucking just like the Incredible Hulk of who he was before. And so now we taking it to the next level.
Right.
But then you got a dude like Richard Ramirez, right? It's kind of like, I don't know what kind of dude he is. I will say he's just a regular dude, kind of an awkward guy. You know what I mean? Not very social. An introvert, I think that's what they call it, right?
Sociopath, homie.
Yeah, you know, and then he puts that shit in his veins, you know, and then you got another type that fucking weird, you know, just a super nerd, and he does that shit, and now he's fucking typing up kitty porn. I mean, there's levels to what you know, but there's some people that are naturally just fucking bad in the head, you know. I'm not a psychologist, bro, but I'm thinking about this on the fly because we chilling, we smoking.
Right.
I'm drinking out of a vase. You drinking water? Do you not drink, bro?
Yeah, I do. But, you know, I don't want to get too faded. I want to make sure that, you know.
Would you like one, sir?
Nah, in a bit.
In a bit. Okay.
Yeah, in a bit, bro.
Okay. For sure before the freestyle, dog.
Oh, yeah, of course.
Okay. How you feel, bro?
I feel good, kinda.
Thank you, brother.
Yes,
I feel
sir.
good, too.
Yeah,
I'm glad
I feel good, bro.
I'm glad this happened like this, man.
Yeah, me
you
too,
know,
bro.
Fucking, I can feel your energy, dog.
That's right, bro.
You know what I mean? It feels like, you know, good, solid fucking energy, bro. You know what I mean? And I can always appreciate somebody that brings a good frequency in here, you know what I mean?
You got it, brother.
Yeah. This is our temple, bro. This is our church, dog. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know, we feel sometimes when motherfuckers come in like haywire a little bit, you know what I mean? We're like, oh, shit. We got one. We got one, bro.
Yeah.
I mean, hey,
No, I
dog,
feel you.
I feel your energy, but it's up to you what you really want to do with that energy. You know?
Yeah.
You know? But we're all men around here, right?
Yes, sir.
So, no one had love for Pops. How was Mom, bro? Was Mom, you know what I mean? Damn, the shit she had to endure, but at the same time be a single mom until she had the other.
Mom was a soldier, bro. She worked 2 jobs. You know, she didn't ask for welfare. She didn't ask for help, bro. You know, she raised 5 kids. You know, so, yeah, bro. So she was, my role model. That's why I bust my ass, when I go to work. You know what I mean? Because she's the one that set the bar for me, bro. She handled business, bro. 39 years, dog, of what she did. She made parts and shit for Boeing, for all kinds of big companies.
So she had a good job.
Oh, she had a great job, bro. And she still did something, like she would stay after and she would clean up offices and we go help her and shit, you know what I mean? So she can get it done faster, but yeah, bro.
Shout out to all the senoras that do that right there, bro.
And to all the moms, bro, that are even being pops and shit and, taking care, keeping the roof over our head, making sure we got, food on the table and shit, So yeah, bro.
So she had to be a mom and a father.
Yes, sir. Yeah, that was mama. I got that trust in her, and I can tell her anything. Cause she's got my back and shit. So yeah, man, she a rider, bro. And a hustler, bro.
Do you think that being the fact that it sounds like mom's is just she a real one. You know what I mean? She had a good job. She stood strong. And we'll get further into the story of where she's at now,
Yeah.
But it seemed like maybe when she met Pops, he was sober.
Yeah. He wasn't into that shit like that, but Juarito's right there, bro, on the border.
Yeah.
I mean, a lot of shit cracks just like Tijuana. So
yeah, well, somehow, some way, and it happens all the time, bro.
Yeah.
A crazy motherfucker will pull, a good woman, bro. You know what I mean? A good girl.
Exactly.
Right? A good girl.
Exactly.
Would you consider that would be a crazy motherfucker pulled a good girl?
Yes, sir.
Which is your mom.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, your Pops.
Yeah.
I mean, we don't get to pick. We don't get to pick, right? You know what I mean?
My boy said, unfortunately, your Pops.
So far, what you told me, I would say that, bro.
Yeah, no doubt. No doubt.
I mean, I'm on your side, dog.
Yeah,
you know
yeah.
I'm on your side, bro.
Nah,
I can't say a great father like your dad.
Of course, bro. Yeah. Hell yeah.
But obviously, what messed up the relationship was the drugs, right?
Yeah, and the domestic violence,
Yeah.
The drugs and, him beating my mom and my brothers and shit, you know what I mean?
Did he have any, he must have had a lot of trauma in his life growing up.
From what I heard, my grandpa used to tie him up to the tree and whip him with the horse fucking whip.
There it is. There it is.
So I guess the apple doesn't fall too far from the tree in that motherfucker, right?
Well, bro, you know what I mean? When was the last time you got tied up to a tree and whipped?
Yeah.
Not never. You know what I mean? I don't want to get tied up, especially as a child, bro.
Rest in peace to my grandpa. They used to whip his ass. Yeah.
Grandpa.
Hey.
What are you gonna do, dog? You know what I mean?
It was crazy,
he was,
bro.
He was a hard to control kid, dog.
Right. Had to tie his ass up and whip him.
Well, those are old school tactics, bro.
Well, back then, ain't nobody gonna fucking say shit,
Well, back then, you weren't the only kid fucking on the tree.
The only one getting ass whipped. That's right. Those were in back then.
Yeah,
what did he do? He deserved that shit, huh?
Yeah, bro.
Yeah, no, I feel you. It was a normal thing, bro.
Yeah, bro. That's fucking tough, man. Old school discipline is crazy, man.
Yeah.
YG, you got old school discipline, bro?
Yeah.
Hell yeah, you got old school discipline.
Yeah.
I thought I was sick running away from her all day. As soon as I got home,
My dog, YG, how many kids you got?
6.
6 kids, dog.
In the house.
And he's only fucking 22, bro.
32.
32, I'm sorry, dog. Come on, bro. Let me tell my story, YG. That's my story. Hey, I know this fool. He's 23 years old. He's got 6 kids. I was like, damn, bro, when did he start fucking? When did he start fucking? And I'm like, hey, I don't know, 3rd grade? No, I don't know. That's not even cool to talk about it like that. Anyways, so moms, Pops pulls up, and the boys are older.
Yeah, he's gotta go.
You guys are older, ain't playing no motherfucking games.
Yeah.
And have you seen him since?
I seen him probably maybe about 6 years later.
6 years later.
Yeah, when I went to Juarez. And he was all cool like nothing, man. Hey, what's up, mijo? And I was like, what's up, man? And he was like, I'm going to take you around a couple places so you can meet some people, you know, and I was like, all right, whatever, you know. So we drove around Juaritos and shit, you know, met a couple people. He introduced me. This is my son, and I guess he was known around there and shit, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I was out there for about maybe 2 months.
Okay.
So, yeah, I hung around with him for about maybe 3 or 4 times, bro. But, you know, he was always caught up doing shit, and he didn't want me around like that.
Yeah.
You know? I mean, same shit, bro, you know? He wasn't going to be a father anyways.
Yeah,
You know?
I feel it. So anyways, let's get back to, so being raised with a single mom, you know, and your siblings, I mean, how was life growing up?
Well, shit, you know, there was no boundaries, bro, because mama was always working, you know. So for us, it was fucking. We were able to run the streets, do whatever we wanted, you know. At that point, my carnales, you know, the only person they feared, obviously, growing up was my dad, because he used to beat them, but he was gone now, and they were older, and they didn't fear him or nobody.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? So it was game on, bro. You know, they started the barrio, and of course I'm gonna follow suit.
so your brother started the neighborhood Anaheim Folks.
Yeah, my 2 carnales and a couple homies, Nino, Rocco, rest in peace, the homie Little Ray, the homie Sharky, the homie Soldier Boy. They're the main ones, bro, you know, that were fucking right there. And I was the smallest one there, and, you know, they would jump me and shit, fuck around with me, bro, you know, and, yeah, bro, I seen it all, carnal, from the beginning and shit, you know, so from day one.
What year was this when Anaheim Folks?
This was about 85.
85. Okay.
Yeah, 85, bro.
Okay. Yeah. So you were young.
I was young, bro.
You were young, bro. Me and you were the
know.
same age, so yeah.
Yeah. So, you know, you're going to follow suit, kinda, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it was on, bro. I'm starting the youngsters, and they're like, fuck it, let's go, you know?
Yeah.
And fucking, it was a ride, you know? Gotta back it up,
100%.
you know?
And so what made your brother want to start the neighborhood at the time? Was it just camaraderie, a group of guys that hung out together? I mean, because it was different in the 80s in the sense of like there was crowds, right?
Yeah,
and there was dudes from certain sections of the neighborhood that hung out together.
Yeah, they started getting jammed up by certain hoods and shit, because they would hang out, you know, together on the block. Hey, who are you guys? Where you autos from? They're like, what the fuck? They didn't know any better, you know what I mean? And then they started seeing and understanding, and that's when they said, hey, you know what? We're going to start a neighborhood. And they came up with the name. The homie Rocco, rest in peace, he lived in Chicago. He came down, and you know, there was ideas, and, you know, we went with Folks because it stood for Family of Latin Kings. You know, we were a family. You know, it was
Latin Kings.
Yes, sir.
Okay, I like that,
and
bro.
that's what we carried ourselves as. You know, of course, homie, we're in Califas, homie. We're gonna ride with the suit, bro. You know what I mean? It's blue rag all day and shit. You know what I mean? But the homies wear black and gold because, you know, a lot of us were Steeler fans, and it started with my carnales, bro. You know, but I mean, that was how it was, bro. That's how they said it, and that's how we rode with it. You know what I mean?
Absolutely, brother. Yeah. So actually the Steelers thing is kind of like a neighborhood thing for you guys.
Yeah, it became a neighborhood thing.
Yeah.
You know.
And a lot of football teams could become neighborhood.
Yeah,
Yeah, black and gold. Okay.
Yeah, I still got homies that are Raider fans or Cowboy fans or 49er. It's all good, homie. You know, they're not gonna rock it. You know what I mean? Because they're loyal to their team. But
Are they still
you know.
invited to the carne asada, bro?
Oh, yeah, of course.
Okay.
As long as they put in work, you know what I mean?
As long as you put in work,
If they
homie.
weren't about it, then nah, homie. The Weekend Warriors, they get a pass, bro. You know, you had to be in the barrio every day. You had to be holding up the fort. You had to be fucking ready, strapped in case anybody came in. That's what it was. And that's how it was for us, bro. They started the barrio. Wherever we went, fucking enemies came and hunted us down. Shot at my mom in her car, threw shit at her. I mean, we were marked. You know what I mean? We were the barrio. So it was on, bro. From day one, it was on. So, you know, we backed it up. We went at it with fucking everybody. You know, that's how you earn a name. You know, pocos pero locos, you know, shit. You start off small, You know, you go at it with motherfuckers, and motherfuckers are like, hey, these fools are down. You start getting bigger, and now, you know, there's the barrio's, you know, solid, bro. You know what I mean?
Yeah, absolutely. And so during this time of, it sounds like we're talking about the beginning of Anaheim folks.
Yep.
It's a very crucial time in your guys' history of coming up and gaining your respect on the streets, like you just said right now, you know. And so, did that consume you at this point in time in your life as a youngster?
Yes, it did.
I mean, how
Absolutely.
were you with school? Were you still going to school?
I mean, junior high, bro, I wasn't taking no books home. You know what I mean? I was leaving that shit in the locker, bro.
Yeah.
I was, you know, I was a fucking bully, bro. I was fucking making kids do my homework and shit, you know.
You got bully vibes, bro, to be honest.
Yeah,
bro.
and I didn't, and you know, if I can go back, I wouldn't have been like that. But hey, that's what made me. You know what I mean?
Well,
like
you sure were having fun doing it back then, bro.
Hey, well, I got my shit done, bro. You know what I mean? I mean, what can I say? Hey, nobody was hurt in the making.
Nobody was hurt in the making of this fucking monster right here.
Nah, homie. So, you know, I didn't give a fuck, bro. You know what I mean? I was already at that. By 6th grade, you know, I didn't give a fuck, bro. You know, smoking weed.
Okay, so in 6th grade, how do you know when you're not giving a fuck?
Because you don't go to school, you're smoking weed and you're doing coke and you're chilling with the homies and you're fucking in the park and shit like, hey, we ain't going home. Fuck it. Whose pad we going to? I don't know. Well, fuck it, let's go to the hood. Well, I got to hide from my mom. I don't want her to see me and shit. Yeah, and that's what it was, bro. I was fucking running from block to block. I didn't want my jefita to see me, you know, because I didn't want to hurt her and shit. But yeah, bro, I was always in the fucking streets, bro. I was hardly inside of my pad, you know. That was the barrio and shit, and I really felt like, hey, this is my home. Can't nobody fucking touch me, you know what I mean? Because that's how we had it. We respected all the people that lived there. You know what I mean? We didn't fuck with them.
Neighbors,
you know, we didn't
important.
disrespect them, bro. So they didn't call the hudas on us and shit. And when the homies had to get away, they fucking, hey, vengan, entren aquí, you know, and fucking boom, hide in the apartment, bro.
Yeah.
And the chopper, whatever, couldn't find them, vámonos. You know what I mean? So, you know, that's what it was, bro. You know.
During this time, while you're doing what you're doing, 6th grade. Realizing you don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
And be good with it, right? Because there's a bunch of other, and you're having fun, right?
Yeah.
Where's your brother at, bro? What's your brother doing? Your older brother that started the neighborhood.
Shit.
How was he ever in your ear about anything? Like, was he ever, obviously he was concerned for you, I mean, but.
Yeah, there was one time when, you know, he told me, hey, you know, bro, I don't want you to be from the barrio and shit. And I said, well, I'm gonna be, bro, you know, like, to get jumped into the malditos, that was, you know, the older ones, you know, vagos malditos. I was still a youngster from the enanos, you know, so they're like, hey, we don't want you to get jumped in. I said, well, I'm gonna get jumped in, bro. You know, it ain't up to you guys, you know, so had a party, yeah, I got jumped in, about like 10 homies, and vámonos, you know, the homie Sharky's like, you want to get jumped in? That's it. You ready, homie? And I was like, I'm ready, homie. Fucking let's go, dog. They lit me up, dog, but I didn't fall, homie. I was against the car, but still, dog, I didn't fall, homie, you know what I mean? And that was it, dog, you know, it was on. You know, I was still doing my thing, you know, regardless, but I just felt now that I had hit that level, you know, and so now I really had to earn my name, because I didn't want to be like the homies be like, oh yeah, that's Flaco and Cholos carnal, yeah, he got walked in, or yeah, he's cool, bro, but you know, he ain't about that. Nah, fuck that, homie. I am about that, and I had to earn my name, bro.
I want to share this story because of what you're saying right now. I mean, the classic art of courting a homie into a neighborhood is, I mean, there's levels to it in a sense.
Oh,
You know what I mean? Like, if they're not really, they can go hard on certain homeboys.
Yeah.
And then certain homies can just kind of get like a light light corded in. You know what I mean?
Yeah. That's my primo.
Sometimes
Give him a little.
yeah.
You know.
But when I got into my neighborhood, bro, I was a long hair skater, bro, in my neighborhood, bro. And I was on the 50 side, you know what I mean? Which is and there's different sections in my neighborhood. But now I'm on the opposite side of the neighborhood, man, with certain homies, you know what I mean? They were bringing me in, they wanted to get me corded in. And they looked at me, and I remember one homie said, like, hey, fool, you want to be from the hood? And I said, yeah, dog, what's happening? You know what I mean? And so anyways, we go to the park, and there was a gang of my homeboys, bro. You know what I mean? And I didn't get a light corded in, bro. You know what I mean? I got the fucking,
they
you know what I mean?
fucked you up, yeah.
Well, I stood actually, I didn't think about it, but I stood my ground, bro. But I'll never forget this day when the homie came up to me and shook my hand. He said, "Hey, dog, you sure you want to be from the hood?" But he came and shook my hand with his left hand. So it caught me off guard because I'm used to going like this.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It caught me off guard with his left hand. But so as soon as I got my shit together and got my left hand out there, bop, and then, you know what I mean? You know? And I fucking went down, came up, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And long story short, bro, I ended up going heads with a few of the homies, you know? And then I ended up going heads with another homie, probably one of the biggest homies that were there at the time, you know what I mean? Pop got me, went down on one knee, came back up, and we just went up, and then finally the homies was just like, it was a long cord in, bro. You know what I mean? And finally they were like, nah, he's good. You know what I mean? It was one of those, though, bro, but I didn't get a light cording in, bro. You know what I mean? I got fucking, like, these fools came in on me, but luckily I was able to kind of,
You probably would have caught the same over here too, walking in looking like a skater and shit, homie. They would have been like, "What the fuck, homie? You serious, bro?"
Yeah,
because you know
I was already known on my side of the 50.
Okay.
You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know, but so my neighborhood is a big area, bro.
Right.
You know what I mean? It's a big area. It's miles of terrain, bro.
Okay.
It's not just a street, but I'm from the 50 side. You know what I mean?
That's right.
So everybody on 50 knew me. You know what I mean?
Okay.
So then when I started getting into, so the homies started introducing me to the other fools on different sections on the neighborhood. Shit.
Yeah.
Then some of them were just like, "What? What do you mean, food? Like you sure you want to be?" You know what I mean? You know. So I got a hard cording in. You know what I mean? But anyways, that just brings back fucking memories, bro. The art of getting into a gang, right?
It's the reality, bro. Got to prove, got to prove yourself that you're worthy, And even then, that's just the beginning. You go to jail, you got to prove yourself too, homie. You know what I mean? Everywhere you go, you got to prove yourself.
Yeah. It's life, right?
That's life.
You got to prove yourself on the job site.
A new job site?
Yeah.
You got to fucking prove yourself, homie.
So let's get back. Let's not fall off too much track because sometimes I do that, and I apologize, bro.
It's all good, homie.
So junior high school, you ain't going to junior high school. I mean, did you ever go to high school?
9th grade. I got kicked out within a month for threatening the teacher. So I was gone, bro. They sent me to another school. I was taking G rides and parking in the faculty, and they found out. So I got kicked out. Then I ended up going to jail and shit.
Okay, so
juvenile hall.
You went to juvenile hall for G ride?
For G rides, yeah.
Okay, for G rides. Yeah. That's funny. You were parking it in the fucking faculty parking lot.
I mean, where else was I gonna park? You know what I mean? I want to be able to dip and get the fuck out.
Yeah, bro. You were just like,
dude. I mean,
that's a little bit of a
like, I'm the janitor. No.
Well, that's a testament to your bulliness, bro. You know what I mean? You were taking the principal's parking spot, bro. You know what I mean?
Yeah, probably, bro. I didn't even know. Yeah, I was like, fuck it, I'm gonna park it here, dog.
Because usually faculty parkings have just X amount of parking spots for the faculty, depending on what school you go to. You know what I mean? But anyways, it's kind of funny when you say it like that. You know what I mean? It's a testament to who you were at the time, right? Like you have the balls and the nuts. Same thing, right? To pull into with a G ride and park in the faculty parking lot. You know what I mean? Like there's levels to this shit.
No boundaries, bro.
No boundaries, right?
No boundaries. You don't give a fuck. Whatever comes up to mind, you're just like fucking roll with it. And that's how it was. And it's not to say, oh, I'm this, I'm that. No, I'm not saying that. I'm this, I'm that. I had to adapt to life, bro, and that's how I adapted to my life. I learned from my carnales, they taught me, they schooled me, and all the homies too, the OGs, and, I fucking did what I had to do, bro.
Absolutely, brother. Yeah, I feel it. And so you go to the first time going to the juvenile halls. You get arrested. Remember getting arrested? Where they arrest you at?
They arrested me when I got busted the first time. I got busted off the 5 freeway. Yeah, I hit the exit, fucking hit a tree. I took off running, and I hit in the garbage can trash.
Yeah.
And fucking the hoodas, somebody snitched on me, bro. And it's funny, I laugh because when they pulled up the can, my hands were all up and shit, you know what I mean? I looked like the fucking Grouch and shit coming out the fucking, and the hoodas just grabbed me, bro, and pulled me out and threw me on the floor and shit, and that was it, dog. I was on my way to juvenile hall and shit, and to go earn my name in juvenile hall, you know?
So how was it going to the juvenile halls for the first time?
It was, I was ready, bro, because I knew, you know, what came with living that life. You know, I knew I was going to go to jail.
Yeah.
You know, it was just when, you know, so, yeah, right when I got there, it was like vacation and shit, and once, you know, I came across my enemies, it was on, bro, you know.
Yeah.
You know, you take off right from the minute. You don't talk about it, bro. You know, you don't talk shit. You know where they're from, it's on, bro. And that's how we rolled, you know.
Absolutely. My first fight in the halls was I haven't done this. Oh shit, dog, come on, bro. Let me fix that real quick. Slow down, baby boy.
Hey, can you pass me a water gun now? Waterfalls. Thank you, dog. Yeah. Thank you, brother.
I don't know why, dog. I don't know what possessed my boy YG to come in here with roller skates on, dog. I mean,
And shoulder pads.
he knows the studio's small.
Oh shit.
My first fight in juvenile halls, bro, I was flicking peas, bro. And there was a dude from Inglewood family in the middle of me and the homie flicking peas at each other. And he was laughing, bro, because we were like, pop, because every time the staff would turn around, flick the pea, pop, you know what I mean? Get him, you know what I mean? They turn around and we're like, what is everybody laughing at? What, blah, 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 you know? And then the staff turned around again and I flicked another pea, but I hit the fucking dude from Inglewood family, bro. And he got up, bro.
Yeah.
And he was laughing the whole time. He knows it was an accident, bro.
Right,
you know,
right.
but he got flicked from a pea from, you know what I mean? Yeah. You know, and so yeah, he got up and he said, "What up, boo?" Blah, blah, blah. I said, "What's that for?" You know what I mean? We just locked in. That was the first time I got in the box. But anyways, the juvenile halls, bro, is I mean, when you went there,
yeah.
When you went to the halls for the first time, I mean, were you just like, fuck yeah, you know what I mean? This is where I need to be at. This is the levels to this. I mean,
Yeah, definitely, bro. I knew it. I mean, it was like I said, it was, you know, bound to happen. So I was ready, bro. You know, I was ready to get in there and fight, catch my enemies, because, you know, out on the streets, they're hiding, they're running, they're not always in their hood, you know. So you're not gonna find them like that in the halls. They can't run. You know what I mean? So you get to fucking handle your biz, bro. And if you know them, even better. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, I think that's more important, especially when there's a personal thing going on. Know that's the one I need to get.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, then it's like, you know, it's nothing to think about.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, no, absolutely. Especially like, and then so what happened with your case on that? What happened from there?
Well, I did my time and I got out, bro.
Okay, you got out.
Yeah, I got out.
So you're a changed man now. You're ready to give yourself to God. What happens when you're getting out?
Shit, I was right back in it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I mean, 4 months. I was a young kid. You know what I mean? Come on, bro.
It's not enough time for change.
4 months don't do shit. You know what I mean? So
yeah, it's a little vacation. Get your push-ups up, homie.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Come out to the party like a celebrity. Come in the hood like a celebrity.
Yeah. Came out, got shot in my shoulder, then fucking ended up getting busted and doing more time, juvenile hall time.
Can you say what you got busted for after that?
I got busted for another G-ride.
Another G-ride?
Yeah.
Why don't you just get a bike, bro?
Nah.
Nothing like a car.
Nah, bro. And I'm paying for that. The karma, bro, on the cars that I stole. I got 10 accidents, bro, in my life, bro.
Wow.
And all nice cars, bro. Guys like, hell no, bro.
You talking about like your fault accidents or just freak accidents?
Both.
Both,
bro.
Okay.
And not one scratch on me, except for this last one and shit. You know what I mean? That one kind of fucked me up, you know? But, yeah, dog.
So if there's probably somebody that wants to know right now, but how many cars does it take to steal to get this type of karma in your life? No, I'm just fucking
Shit.
I was thinking in my head, like, damn, this fool was stealing a gang of cars, bro, for that to follow him for the rest of his life, bro? Shit.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, well,
fuck?
you know, that's how you put in work, right?
Yeah, no, absolutely, bro. I get it,
You
bro.
gotta get G-rides, you know?
Yeah.
You ain't gonna use mama's car.
Yeah.
You know? Shit. Yeah.
Some of us do, but anyways, that's another story.
Yeah, my brothers did that. That's why they ended up, you know, throwing shit at my mom's car when she's driving and shit, or disrespecting her. It's like, come on, bro.
I remember we marked the fuck out of my grandma's Astro van back in the day, bro. Little Astro van back in the day. I don't know if everybody remembers. No, it wasn't an Astro van. It was an Aerostar van, bro. It was like the Asian vans, bro.
Bootleg one.
The Astro vans were cool, bro. Now this is an Aerostar, bro, made by Ford. Yeah, marked the fuck out of it.
That's
Everybody
funny,
was looking for that car. My grandma was in the next city over, driving to the fucking market, dog. You know what I mean? Fucking assholes, huh?
Yeah, marked it up. Didn't even fucking realize she's driving a fucking burnt car. Huh?
We realized it, bro. I mean, you're dumb kids, but you can put two and two together and say, hey, this could potentially be not good for someone else that's going to drive it afterwards. You know what I mean?
Afterwards, you think about it, like, oh shit.
That's kind of fucked up.
Yeah, it's too late. It's too late. I mean, you know, that's why I just stole cars, bro.
But then we're at that age, bro. We're very selfish people, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Where we can just say, well, shit, that's our alibi right there. Shit, it belongs to an old lady. You know what I mean? Then that's the sense. That's in the sense of just like, you know, kids can be very horrible at times, man, and think they know everything in the world, but actually have no fucking sense, bro. Fucking dumb as shit.
Yeah.
You know. But anyway, so you go back in for another G ride, and what are you looking at now? Is it the halls again?
Yeah, they sent me to Joplin. It's a little camp. Then I went back, and then they sent me to Pinos, another camp, and I did my time there. I did about 12 months.
Okay.
Then I got out. Within 2 months, got in some shit. Hootouts were looking for me. Fucking ended up getting busted again. And this time it was 10 years.
They gave you 10 years. What'd you get busted for, bro?
For assault with a deadly weapon.
Okay.
Yeah, I was 15, and two enemy guys rolled up on me and my homie in front of a high school, and they were 25, and fucking they got off, and we started fighting, and I started sticking the vato. You know, I hit him about 6 times, and then I went to go chase the other vato, and they ran back. Me and my homie took off, and fucking everybody knew me, bro. So they told the principal, they told that was fucking Hector, that was Psycho from Folks. He's the one that did it, and fucking Hootouts were looking for me, ended up catching me, and that's what they gave me, 10 years. He was, they were trying to get him to go snitch, but you know, we made sure that didn't happen and shit, you know, so they still got me for assault with a deadly weapon and doing that shit in front of the school, and they seen my whole record that I've been fighting all the time in juvenile hall, and they're like, fuck this guy, send him to the youth authority. He'll learn there, you know what I mean? And that was, 95, man. I was on my way to the youth authority, bro.
Before you continue your story, sir, you know, when you get in a situation like that, it's kind of like fight or flight type of mode, right?
Yeah.
You know, especially being on the streets and during those times too, right? It's a different era, bro.
Yes, sir.
Oh shit, man. And I know some of the youngsters hate hearing us older homies talk about how things were just different, you know? And it's just facts, bro, you know?
Yeah.
But do you know, fight or flight, when you stabbed him, was it, how many times you hit him?
About 5.
5 times. Did he survive it? Well, obviously he wasn't able to, you made sure he wasn't able to.
Probably would have got me for murder and shit. You know how the Hootouts are, you know?
And do you remember where you hit him at?
Yeah. Yeah, I hit him right here.
You hit him right there?
Yeah.
Okay.
all right here and shit. Almost by his heart, but I missed him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can you imagine if you stabbed him 6 times in his ass, bro, and there's a man walking around with fucking 6 scars on his ass right now? No?
Well, he was pissed, bro.
Yeah.
He wanted to fight me. He went with a couple of his homies to my neighborhood and
After the fact.
and he demanded to fight me one-on-one. And my carnal told him, hey, homie, that's my little brother and shit. Why don't you fight me? You're my age, homie.
Yeah.
And he didn't want to fight my carnal and shit. So that was pretty much it, bro. But yeah.
I apologize about the bad joke, bro. But the weed makes me think like that sometimes, bro.
Do you, homie? Do you?
And so, yeah, the dude, you know what I mean? Kept his mouth shut, pulled up to the hood, tried to catch the fade, couldn't get it. Whatever, it happens, right? Glad he's alive, and you know, whatever. So you get sent to YA for how long?
For 10 years.
10 years. So your sentence was 10 years.
Yeah,
in
the
YA.
sentence, but it's not. You know, I'm not doing 10 years. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and how old are you at the time?
I am 16, going on 17. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, 16.
And
when
so
I first got busted.
so when you're in court, bro, how long did it take you to fight that case?
Shit, they wrapped it up within like fucking 2 months, bro.
Wow, bro. So
They were tired of me, bro.
I mean, who was representing you? The janitor, or you know?
Pretty much, dog. Pretty much. I was like,
a 2 month.
I was like, who the fuck is this guy? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He's like, oh yeah, well, you know, you had the weapon, you stabbed him, and I'm like, and so what? Self-defense, you know what I mean? And fuck no, bro. You know how it is.
Yeah.
They work with the DA, bro.
Yeah.
The public defenders, you know, they work with them, bro.
I'd say sometimes they'd be like, you know what? We got Hector right here, and I think Hector needs a timeout.
Yeah, that's what it was.
Yeah, it's time out.
They sent me on a big,
Yeah, we need a little reality thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, and so what was your thought process? I mean, what was going through your mind when you're handed down 10 years, which at that age, would probably feel like a lifetime?
Well, shit, that's what I thought, bro. I thought like,
Excuse me.
you know, I'm like, I ain't never getting out, especially, you know, knowing how it is. Vatos are catching time left and right in there, bro. You go to Nellis, it's a time bomb, bro. You go to Paso, it's on and cracking, bro. You go up north, fucking, you go to TS, shit's popping, bro. You know, Preston's popping. You know, there was a lot of fucking places that were popping, so you had to be ready, bro. YA was a whole different fucking level, you know, of fucking madness, bro. Because you had vatos from everywhere, Spencer.
No, go ahead, brother.
Yeah, you have vatos from everywhere in Califas, bro. All the way up to the Bay, back down here, from LA to OC, SD, and all these motherfuckers are the savages that are young and fucking ready to fight, bro, and filled with fucking rage. And that's how it was, bro. And then the staff, these motherfuckers, were letting motherfuckers fight, and if they had this big ass dude in Nellis that was fucking knocking out these motherfuckers, setting them up, you know? It was crazy, bro.
Well, you know what, bro? One thing that we are interested in individuals' journeys, especially in institutions like the ones you're talking about, especially the juvenile institutions, the YA, you know, all that stuff, you know what I mean? Because those are always great, interesting stories because there's a lot of levels to it. I mean, we had a homie right here, Young Beeves, that he was on the leva, so to speak, right? You know what I mean, in there, but he still tried to stay in the yard. Well, he did stay in the yard and he tried to hold his ground, but he shares crazy stories about that, bro.
Yeah.
You know, getting hit with these fucking shit water bottles or getting fucking, bro, all kinds of. So when you first got processed in there, you know, do you remember your process getting processed in there?
Yeah,
yeah. And take us through that, bro.
I'll never forget that shit.
Take us through that, bro.
You know, from arriving there and at Norwalk, and you know they putting us in some cells and shit, and you got a couple homies that came down from TS and shit, and they're just looking at us. They're like, "Oh yeah, we got some fresh meat up in this bitch," you know, and I'm just like, "Oh hell no, homie!" And these are some big ass motherfuckers, you know, and these fools have already been doing like 4 or 5 years and shit, you know, and I was just like, "Fuck, man." I'm like, I'm gonna have to find something to stab these motherfuckers, you know. So yeah, pretty much, you know, from that little cell, they take us to Pico, to unit, you know, to the unit we're gonna be in and shit. And it was funny, man, because right off the bat, you know, they put you automatically, you know, if you're Mexicano, they put you in a cell with the brother. You know what I mean? And you know, we can't bunk up with the brothers. You know what I mean? So right when they throw me in, bro, it's baby J-Lo from A-Tray Gangsters, and the homie Chucky from Canoga Park was right across from me, bro. So right when they closed my door, he's like, hey homie. I like, what's up, dog? He's like, hey, homie, I'm Chucky from Canoga Park. You can't be in there, dog. You got to get out now, homie. And I'm like, hey, dog, don't trip. I already know. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I turn around and say, hey, homie, get up, bro. And he gets up and boom, we're fucking throwing hooks for about a good 4 or 5 minutes. And the Hudas are right there, bro. They don't give a fuck, dog. They hear the fucking thumps and shit. They know what's going on, bro. But they're just like, hey, hold up. Let them do their thing. You know what I mean? Let them fight. And then finally they open up the doors and shit. They're like, Sanchez, get your stuff. Let's go. You're going to the other side. And they fucking throw me to the other side with a homie that from Azusa, but not from the barrio. He lives there, bro.
Resident.
Yeah, so yeah, they throw me in there and he's got the bottom bunk and I'm like, hey homie, Spence out, bro, but you're not a G, homie, from the hood. You gotta go up top, bro. Yeah. And he's like, oh bro, I said, we can throw him, you know, you want to throw hooks and shit for the bottom bunk? And he's like, nah, homie, it's cool, bro. I'll go up there. So, you know, he's reached out to me on Instagram. It's all love, homie, you know what I mean? But I'm going to speak the facts, bro. And I got the bottom bunk. And after that, it was on, bro. I played handball. I'm good in sports and shit. So I got on the good side of one of the staffs. And then he started having me kind of be a bully and shit. He would have me take the food in the rooms that he didn't like. I'd throw the food on the ground and I'd beat the vato up, and he'd bring me like a burrito or a hamburger from the streets and shit. So pizza, you know, I was there for about 4 months and he hooked me up, you know what I mean?
He utilized you.
He utilized me, bro.
He utilized you to do his dirty work.
Well, you know, there was certain people there that were there for shit that, you know, they needed a beating, you know what I mean? Yeah. One of the kids, you know, that was there, he was about 13 years old. He had raped his sister and stabbed her. So, you know, he's like, this motherfucker's sick. I need you to whoop his ass. And I'm like, I got you, bro. and I did, homie. You know, he like threw me in the room, locked the door, and I threw the shit down and I started beating the vato up, bro, you know, and he left me in there for a good minute. He's like, don't stop until I come back and open the doors. I'm like, I got you, homie. Shit. Yeah. Just keep bringing the food, dog. You know what I mean?
This time.
Street food, you know?
Yeah, you were the only motherfucker in the theater, bro. When it was your birthday, you'd have a happy birthday coming down with a cake, huh? You know, that motherfucker loved you,
it was
probably.
Cool, yeah, bro. And I was able to be out of my room more and shit, you know. He'd be like, just chill in the living room, in the day room. You cool, chill there, you know. And I was like, cool, man, shit, you know.
Well, shout out to that motherfucker, bro.
Yeah,
shout out to you, dog.
Yeah, no doubt, bro.
Badass kids and fucking horrible kids.
You know, got to, bro. Someone's got to do it, kind of. You know, the opportunity's there, it arose, and I fucking took it, dog. You know.
Do you think that's the way the system works all the way around in every level of life? 100%.
Yes,
easy
sir.
to say, right?
Yes, sir.
Somebody's got to always do the dirty work.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
And make a small reward, be rewarded very minimal at the time,
yeah.
But to you or to the individual, hey, fuck yeah, this is huge, you know?
Yeah,
and a motherfucking burrito, dog, right?
I mean,
you know?
From the streets?
Yeah,
shit,
say less.
Know? You're eating the fucking shitty food in YA? Fuck that, bro. Shitty food, especially in Norwalk.
How was the food? How was the food in Norwalk? Like what we talking about?
Bro.
Shitty. How shitty, bro?
So there were times, and the homies know, man. Shout out to the homies, the YA babies. Hey, you can't eat the lettuce, dog. The lettuce is no good, homie. You better not touch that motherfucking lettuce. Certain things, bro, because you know vatos were over there. They knew who, bro. They got the word. This vato's over here rubbing his fucking nuts and fucking grabbing the food and mixing it up. It's like, hey, that shit's not feeding me. So we didn't touch it, bro. There was times we didn't touch our whole fucking tray, bro, and we would just throw it away, dog. You know,
prepping everything.
Yeah,
wow.
bro. But you know, we're just waiting for shit to find out and kick off, bro. You know, it was on edge, bro. You know.
I mean,
but it was like that, bro. It was like that.
I mean, I'm sure that fuse was very short, bro. Because if this is our food that we have to eat, you know, and there's a fucking Stomper is in the fucking cocina,
all that shit, rubbing chicken wings,
give me all this shit,
hot dog breads, hot dogs, and boy, you know what I'm saying?
That's right, bro.
Rubbing everything, homie.
We need
turkeys. On Thanksgiving. Fuck that.
Stick a turkey leg up your ass.
I'll take all the good shit first, then I'll start humping everything.
Shit.
What you in for humping?
Bro, yeah, that's got. I'm sure there's a short fuse in situations like that, bro. Where you gonna wreck
shit
that
went down,
bitch, homie.
Yeah, shit went down, bro.
And so these are games that dudes play in YA, right?
Oh yeah, bro. Yep. There's certain institutions that play fucking certain kid games, bro. You know what I mean? And you can, bro. You know, you got. I was a hothead. I was known as a hothead, bro, because I didn't play that shit, dog. You know what I mean? I wasn't with that, bro, because my carnales didn't raise me to be okay with another vato disrespecting my barrio or my county. Oh, I'm just playing with you, bro. Nah, fuck that, homie. You don't fucking play with my barrio, you know, or my county or where I'm from, bro. Right when I got the paso, same shit, bro. A vato from South Central running his mouth saying, oh, fucking Oreo cookie, and he's talking to his homie that ends up becoming my Ramfla from West 13, midget, and he knows my carnales, and I tell him, what's up? I said, what'd you say, homie? Where you from? I said, fuck South Central, homie. This is Folks Gang, Anaheim, Orange County. And he's like, hey, homie, I ain't talking to you. I said, well, I'm talking to you, homie. I said, you ain't fucking saying that shit around me. And he's like, oh, we're getting down. I said, shit, you already know. He's like, hey, but wait, we got to go to the laundry room, all right? Don't make a scene, homie. It was always don't make a scene, don't make a scene. You know, we always had to hit the blind. So if you make a scene, bro, then they're going to frown upon you, you know, because there's always blinds and cuts, homie. So you're going to go with that. You also don't want to get time either, bro. So if you can get away with it, you're going to do that, carnal. So that's what I did. Right off the bat, homie, we fucking hit the laundry room. Doom, 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 doom. And after that, it was like all the Spencer, homie. I said, hey, just... You know, that's just how I am, bro, you know, and it was that, bro, and homies would be like, you know, I was around a bunch of solid homies, bro, but that's just how I was, bro, you know, respects to everybody, the way, you know, they did their thing, bro, but that was me, carnal, you know, and I still got along with a bunch of solid homies from everywhere, bro, from Florencia, 18, from you name it, carnal, White Fence, you know, Breed Street, I mean, everywhere, bro, from my county to SD to IE, you know what I mean, but I just wasn't one to fucking ass grab and fucking do stupid shit like that, bro. Yeah. You know, because Vatos did that, bro.
Yeah, I'm a sex playing machine, bro. I'm one of those dudes.
My boy. Yeah. It was on sight if a motherfucker tried to do that shit. Fuck the blinds or anything, bro. You don't allow that, bro.
Yeah, if the homie just walked by and happened to slip his backhand in your back pocket.
You know what I'm saying? Because then you got other motherfuckers seeing that, bro.
Yeah.
And the wrong person sees that, bro. And there was, like I said, bro, there was some dudes that were yoked up that shouldn't have been in those institutions, bro, but because they got pulled, you know, they stayed in those spots, you know what I mean? The staff were like, I got you. Hell yeah, 25 years old, bro, with some fucking 14, 15, 16-year-olds. Come on, dog. And they're all yoked up, bro. I mean,
that's not even fair, bro.
I'm stabbing, bro. I'm not fucking fighting, bro. You know, I'm looking for a fileto or whatever I can to sharpen up, and I'm going to town, bro. Yeah. You know, why are you gonna, you know, try to battle a fucking beast, bro? You know, if you already know, dog, you know. So it was, you know, you learn to be on your toes, bro. You know, because there was a lot of shit going on. There was a lot of rapes going on. When I got the Paso too, we stopped at Nellis.
Let's stop it right there, because I think that's a good point that a lot of these cats are going to want to hear, because we hear a lot of those stories, and there's nothing funny I'm trying to say about this, bro. But that topic alone happens a lot in youth authority, correct?
Yeah.
You know, dudes getting raped, bro. That is crazy. And so we're going to be right back with the homie HECTIK. Let me pay some bills right here. This is when we usually take a break.
It's all good.
Yeah, we take a break at the hour mark, and we're already past it, bro. And use the restroom, bro. Get yourself something to drink. Maybe it's time to pop open up that beer, baby. You know what I mean? You know, do your thing. Feel comfortable, bro. You know what I mean? Hey, peep game right here, man. We got a lot of great. And hey, as you guys see, Stizzy is back. Stizzy is back sponsoring Hoodstock. Shout out to Stizzy. Shout out to Stizzy, baby. Sponsoring Hood Stocks, man. Shit, man. It's a big dog right there. My dog, the owner, man. Let's see right here. Let me see. Stomps is thinking about, I don't know what they're saying. Sorry. Bop. I see you guys right there. Everybody hit that like. Hit that like. There's damn near 700 people right here. Hit that like. All right. Everybody hit that like right there. And let's get these numbers up, baby. You know what I mean? We're sponsored. Hey, you know what? If you have a structured annuity, or structured settlement, hit up your girl Veronica with Catalina. Structured funding. She can get you your money when you need it most. Catalina Structured Funding is attorney owned and operated. So hit up Veronica at 818-319-1581. Hey, many of our listeners. Let me get that vape, dog. Yeah, my boy. Many of our listeners mistakenly believe the only way to buy a home is to have perfect credit, a large down payment, and then proceed to get into a bidding war on your favorite home. This isn't the case right here. Thank you, dog. The team of Prime Equity Mortgage has access to off-market inventory and access to 50-plus banks, plus their own bank. They have helped thousands of people in our community get their home and even help investors find ugly homes to flip. This is how home flippers buy their homes. Please call Andrew now and see what he can do for you and your family. This is my dog Andrew right here, all right? This is his personal phone number. Bambi, I see you, girl. Here's his number, 626-825-6565. 626-825-6565. Looking for some good quality cannabis? Killer quality cannabis. Hit the folks at Killa Kush. They specialize in bringing the best quality available from OG to exotic. They got it all, baby. Hit them up on IG at Killer Kush _420. And yeah, that's it. Looking for the best criminal defense attorney in the city of Los Angeles. Look no further. Doug Sherrod. It is our guy, and he could be your guy as well. Check it out. Best criminal defense attorney in the city of Los Angeles. And the way you can contact him is at KingKongLawyer.com. KingKongLawyer.com. Orange County, stand the fuck up. Gutter Phenom is a lifestyle brand that's dedicated to supporting and inspiring individuals who are determined to achieve their dreams. We believe that no matter where you come through and what you've been through with hard work and dedication, anything is possible. GutterPhenom.com. 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 And hey, shout out to my boy Danny out of San Antonio, Texas. Stand the fuck up. We are sponsored by La Conecta, baby. And you can go follow them on, I got to write their Instagram right here, and I need to do that, guys. Somebody remind me to write their Instagram on this shit right here. But you can go to their website, shoplaconecta.com, shoplaconecta.com, and use Hookstocks20 to use Hookstocks to get 20% off. And we're also sponsored by Graphic Joe. Hey, Graphic Joe does all our stickers. And you can reach them on Instagram at GraphicJoe_. And also, too, we are sponsored by Kush Connect. You see that? Where is it? Right there. You see that right there, guys? Bam, right there. See that right there? Kush Connect will deliver to you guys, man. Yeah, we're sponsored by Stacey. We're sponsored by Killa Kush. But Kush Connect will come to your door with amazing quality, and they're going to give you extra stuff because you told them Hoodstock. You're going to let them know Hoodstock sent you. So they're going to give you extra stuff, man. Their packaging, their quality, top of the food chain, dog. Don't play with it. Anyways, we're going to be right back with HECTIK. That's all with the ads, I believe. All right, we go. Take a break. Hit the like. Get a beer. And we're going to start getting into, I hate to say this word, it's an ugly word, but dudes getting raped in prison. Not men's prison, but juvenile prison, which is just like a horrendous, and it's a crazy. We're going to see what stories, he started bringing it up. We're going to see what stories he's going to be talking about, man. Be right back.
his way. You kept your word, boy, yeah, the devil said to me, and I can't wait to meet you one day. Yeah, I can't wait to meet you one day.
Hey, 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 hey. Emotions out of focus, I'm crawling at my lowest. Feet hit the streets like a high-speed pursuit. I'm wild when I move, burning to your head, about to tighten up the noose. Bunch of clown faces blowing clouds of the booth. Woof, woof, hooters at the door, now they trying to run up in. I am not a guppy shark, stash everything. Dope in the pussy like a B of A deposit. Baby girl robotic, she gang bang robotics. Hang with the wolves or you gotta pull your weight. Throw the biggest tool, keep one in the chain. This is not a date, dance with the Mex, get your face in the cake.
Yeah, the devil's praying to me, and I will go and get his way. You kept your word, boy, yeah, the devil said to me, and I can't wait to meet you one day. Yeah, I can't wait to meet you one day.
Hey, 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 hey. Pennies for my thoughts, I still can't make a dollar. Anybody home, Mr. 38 revolver. Holla, Lord, I need change. Heard you heal the hurt, I heard you kill the pain. Homie down the street, you left them dead in the dirt. Now his mama growing grays. Clouds in the skies leave tears on the grave. No smile on the face, just another t-shirt. Small funeral, see his girl when they flirt. Shit still fresh, still smell death. Bunch of drug addicts, can't wait to fuck next. Let the pussy rest, waiting on the prey like a goon in your home. It's 2 in the morning.
Yeah, the devil's praying to me, and I will go and get his way. You kept your word, boy, yeah, the devil said to me, and I can't wait to meet you one day. Yeah, I can't wait to meet you one day.
Hey, 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 hey. Kodak pictures catch the redness in my eyes. The bookie virtualized, got the devil in my mind. The highs, the lows, a suicide note. The drip of the nasal, feel the tip of the razor. I'm tired of the living, I'm tired of the sinning. I wanna be dead dog, better than these meds. Got my girl gagged, keep back this stupid, gonna throw you through the glass. Broken windows, limo tinted nipple. She crazy, we crazy, another meth baby. I need to sober up, I'm tripping, she waking. I think I need some sleep, I'm losing my mind. Catch me while I leap.
I've been a bad man, yeah, the devil's praying to me, and I will go and get his way. You kept your word, boy, yeah, the devil said to me, and I can't wait to meet you one day. Yeah, I can't wait to meet you one day. Yeah, the devil's praying to me, and I will go and get his way. You kept your word, boy, yeah, the devil said to me, and I can't wait to meet you one day. Yeah, I can't wait to meet you one day.
You fucking cockroaches, man. You know what? You guys talk a lot of shit, man. You guys gotta understand, man. You guys gotta understand one thing. Hold on, let me make a point right here. When you guys are talking all this shit, man, you guys gotta understand. Stomper's got feelings, bro. He doesn't like that, bro.
I do.
You ever go to sleep, Stomps, after a podcast and just cry on your pillow because you read all those horrible comments?
No, actually, I can't really see, but I grab a magnifying glass and see a couple of them. Then I go run and cry under my pillow and kick my feet. I hate them. Feel like I'm in elementary again.
Yeah, there's been a lot of times, bro, that I've gone to bed, bro. I've gone to bed and I was like, you know what, Dick Lips 342? I don't know what you look like.
Oh, yeah.
But I know your fucking, your handle, you motherfucker.
It's going down.
I hate
I'll find you one day.
I'm going to find you one day, Dick Lips 432. God is good, baby. We back.
We in here.
Hoodstocks is back, baby. We back. We back. It's fun going out and doing them motherfucking vlogs and shit. Especially them little kids, man. Them little kids are cool as shit, man. Them little dudes right there. I'll tell you like this, the most coolest little group of little fools I've ever met in my life, man. They're very appreciative too, man. They're very appreciative. You know, when you do something for someone and you watch how they react, there might be some kids that might be their age and be like, you know what? Whatever, I've done this 100 times. But you know, with them, with these boys I'm talking about, man, they really, really loved everything that we did for them. You know what I mean? Man, and we did that. We did that. Community did that, man. You know? And something powerful about doing something like that, you know? Putting a smile on a little one's face, man. You know? Go ahead, dog, order whatever you want. You want pizza, this, that, you know what I mean? The kids were very appreciative, man. And we got Disneyland tickets already coming in for them. I'm already got that like halfways in the making. I got Disneyland tickets halfways in the making for those kids, man. And I think when I do the Disneyland, I'm not gonna fucking I'll take some pictures, but I'm not gonna film it. I might film it where in the front of us, but I don't want to turn the Disneyland into another fucking vlog. I want those kids to do and be whatever they want to do and whoever they want to be, you know what I mean? And just have fun, you know what I mean? I don't even want to put a camera in their face at Disneyland, dog. I'll probably do initial, like I said, in the front. Bam, we had Disneyland. Thanks, everybody that made this shit happen. Bop, bop, bop. You know what I mean? And then next thing you know, I'm going to have them little gangsters and Mickey Mouse ears, bro. I promise you guys, dog. I'm going to get you guys a picture of all them little baby kids with Mickey Mouse ears.
That's right.
But I don't want to put a camera in their face. I thought about that shit, you know? Not everything's all about the, you know what I mean? Views.
Yeah.
You ain't even invited, fool. Nah,
but Mickey Mouse ears too.
He works there, bro. I don't know about it. He works there.
They came from there right here.
Yeah, he works there, fool. He's the Teletubby, bro. You know what I'm saying? They got a Teletubby there, bro. He's the guy that walks around with a Teletubby suit, bro.
Damn.
So we're talking about this shit, and then we're gonna transition to this, man. That's a fucking weird pivot.
Hey, but that's dope that you did that, homie. And
we did that, bro.
Yeah,
we did that, bro. But sometimes,
much respect, dog.
Well, you know what I noticed about the platform is I can reach out to a lot of different people, and I don't usually do it to like those organizations, you know. But I can reach out to people and be like, "Hey, what up?" You know what I mean? Like, yeah, we follow each other. Like they follow me or whatever. You know what I mean? I don't say that, but you know what I mean, it's a little easier when they do follow you. You know what I mean? Yeah. And by the blessings, we have some really powerful people, cool people that follow us, man. That I can just get a straight message to them without and. You know, hey, I'm trying to do this. You know what I mean? You got the plug, or you got any? You can lead me in the right way. You know what I mean? And motherfuckers, 9 times out of 10. I mean, people nowadays, bro, really want to be good, bro. I mean, it's kind of like. I mean, it's popular to be good, bro. To be good, be a good person.
Yeah. I guess you can kind of say that in a sense where.
Well, how would you disagree?
Well, fuck, homie. Take a look outside. Look at all the fucking zombies everywhere. They ain't fucking good people.
Well, we're talking about people. I'm talking about people that aren't on drugs, bro. Just people, regular people, working people, homies. You know what I mean, people that have a level head. You know what I mean, even if we're not on drugs, sometimes we don't have a level head. But I'm just saying, people in general that want to be good. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you would hope that's where their heart's at. You know what I mean? It's to to be good, to do good, right? Like somebody asks you when you go to the store, hey man, you got change? You know, you got it in your heart to show you're trying to be good by doing good. Are you gonna give them? Or are you gonna be like, fuck no, I ain't gonna give them shit. Go fucking ask somebody else. I mean, that's where it shows if you're good, you know, you're trying to be good and do good, bro. As opposed to, you know, motherfuckers out there looking to rob or pull a scheme or, you know, what they can do to survive, bro. You know what I mean?
We call those people on fucking a military street leave. Or something, I don't know. Our military street, they're active, right? They're doing other things. You know what, bro? I was at a supermarket one time.
Yeah.
And sometimes I'm good on money, bro. I'm really good on money, right? And then there's maybe a part of the month, not always, but that I might be short, bro. You know, and I'm not good on money. So, you know, I have X amount. I'm at the grocery store. Let me tell you the story. Yeah. I'm at the grocery store, and I got my 2 girls with me, and I buy X amount of stuff, right? And then so I know I have X amount of money. So when I'm watching, so what I did is I put all the stuff that I really wanted, bro, I put it in the front. You know what I mean? Right, and the stuff that if I got over that I can do without, I put it in the back, you know? Right. So it got to the point where I was watching the money go up, and I was like, oh shit. I said, hey, stop right there. You know, I told the cashier, and I said, all right, that stuff right there I'm not gonna get, you know, but I'm gonna just get this right here. And she's like, okay. And there was a black lady, right? I don't know, 50s, something like that, right? Mm-hmm. And she goes, and she seen what I was doing, and so when I got my groceries, she because you got to bag your own groceries where I was going, right? She gave me the bag, you know, of all the stuff that I couldn't buy. Or I couldn't afford at the time.
Right.
You know what I mean? But that's a good ass person, bro.
Yeah, no doubt. No doubt.
Damn, bro.
Yeah, good karma's gonna go back to her, you know what I mean? Blessings to her. You know, blessings to those that are out there trying to do good, kind of, you know, and look out like that when you're in a situation, because we've all been there. I've been there, and someone's helped me out. I was at the gas station, bro, and I'm like, fuck, man. I was over there counting my change and shit. I had about $5, and this white dude just pulls up, and he's about to fill his shit up, and he goes, hey, here's 20. And I'm like, what? He's like, here you go, man. Don't worry about it. Just pass it on. And I'm like, ain't that a motherfucker? I'm like, thank you, bro.
Yeah.
You know, I appreciate the blessing, homie, you know.
He was probably fucking just trying to, you know, pay it forward for running over the illegal immigrant last week. You know what I mean?
At Trump's protest or what? Get out of the way. Here's a speed bump. Bam. That's fucked up, bro.
You never know what someone's really their motive is behind their good action.
He's got a couple in the trunk on. Yeah, I'm gonna round them up and take them back.
I mean, well, think about it, bro. We watch some of these Italian mobster movies and just movies about criminal figures back in the day. Yeah. And you know what? The criminal dudes, like you watch Italian movies, bro, like, yeah, they were whacking dudes out left and right, but they were also doing a lot of other good things on the side, bro. You know?
Yeah, it's a gangster with the heart. How about that? Huh?
Yeah, it's a gangster world, bro.
Hey, he's a good guy, but don't fuck with him, he'll kill you. You know, that's the type of shit. Hey, that's how you gotta be, bro. Respectful. You know what I mean? Carry yourself well. You know, but also know that, hey, man, this motherfucker crosses that line, he's catching one to the neck, bro.
I think that's the true definition of a gangster, right?
Yes, sir.
You know?
And you don't disrespect the women, the kids. You know what I mean? You keep that shit, you know, about those that are on that same level, bro.
A man that loves his, I think the good definition would be good about a gangster is a man that loves his family, takes care of his community, but fucking, you don't, like you said, you don't fuck with that motherfucker on any bullshit. You know what I mean? Man. You know, that's a gangster right there. You know?
It has to be.
Yeah. It's I missed a lot. I thought I was on some gangster shit, and maybe I was in a certain aspect, but you know, I wasn't a gangster in the sense of not taking care of my kids I brought in the world, you know? That's gangster, taking care of your kids, because now I take care of my kids, and it's just like, that's not easy, bro. You don't have to, you're not just fending for yourself on the streets.
Yeah.
You know? Now you got these
They're dependent on you, homie.
Yeah,
Those
bro.
babies, they need to eat.
Bro.
You need to be able to provide for them.
You know, my girls helped me be a man, the man that I am today. And it's
right.
not a perfect man. It's a flawed motherfucker. But they've helped me fucking, because every time I thought about it, dog, I thought about if I fuck up to this extent, somebody else is going to be raising my girls. Yeah. And how many other motherfuckers have raised my kids, bro? My previous kids when I was on the streets for all those years, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
In and out of prison and shit, you know? Shit. And so that's always stopped me because I loved them so much, you know what I mean? And not that I didn't love the others, but I didn't see the other ones born or anything like that. There was no connection. It was just on some fucking hood shit, you know?
Yeah.
Anyways, I'm talking too much about myself. Let's get back into your YA, bro. You're in YA, and you brought up something, brother, and I extended it out because I didn't want to pivot where I was at before, you know what I mean? But anyways, and this is a hard pivot right here, dog. You know what I mean? This is a hard pivot in the sense of dudes getting raped in the youth authority system back then.
Some cold shit, man. It was happening. And so, once I left Norwalk, a couple of us left Norwalk. We stopped at Nellis, and we picked up 3 individuals, you know, and we ended up going to Paso. Right when we got to Paso Robles, you know, they searched us and they said, all right, you guys are going to bunk up. You guys are going to bunk up or sell up, whatever, you know. It was me and the homie Spider from 18th Street. And there was this little young kid, you know what I mean? Let's just say he was about 16. And they put him in with this cat we picked up from Nellis that was already down for about maybe 4 to 5 years, bro. And so, you know, they didn't know. You know, they didn't know that they were putting this kid with an animal, bro. You know, and fucking that night, he fucking raped him, bro. The next morning, he told all of us, hey, if anybody wants to hit, you know, it's going to be $50 commissary. We're like, what you mean, homie? He's like, oh, yeah, you know, if, you know, I'm selling them and shit. I'm like, hell nah, dog. We're like, fuck no. Like 4 or 5 of us said, nah, hell nah, get the fuck away from us, bro. And we fucking walked away, dog.
And who was the dude again? I'm sorry, I got lost in the story. And not his name, but like, what was he a part of the Ronfla?
Well, you know, we picked him up, and he was telling us that he was, you know, a homie. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Yeah, I'm a Sureño, I'm a homie. We're like, all right, feed me, you know, whatever. You meet everybody, you know. But yeah, he does this, and we're like, hey, homie, that's homosexual tendencies right there. We're like, fuck that, bro. So we didn't fuck with them. You know what I mean? We kicked him to the curb, bro. We don't know where he went after that.
Were there dudes, I hate to say it like this, dogs, we're talking within the Ronfla and shit, you know what I mean? But these are kids that they don't really know what the fuck they're doing, bro. You know, animals in a cage, you know what I mean? Their fucking shit is fucked up, dog. There's a lot of psychological things behind it, you know what I mean? So I don't want to be insensitive about it or just pinpoint it in a certain section of individuals in the system at the time. But were there homies that condoned that shit?
Not with us.
Not with you guys.
Yeah, not with our Ronfla, not with the homies we were with.
Why wouldn't he get fucked up?
Why he fucking, you know what? We had just gotten there.
Yeah.
So we were getting all the reglas and shit, you know, and everybody was finding out, you know what, this and that.
Yeah.
So, I can't, I think it would have been different.
Is there certain things we turn a blind eye to in situations like that because it's a system that's built before you?
Well, blind eye to the fact that,
you know it's wrong.
Like, yeah, bro, but I'm not fucking with that fool.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
That.
Like,
and I'm not trying to put you right there.
No, it's all good. No, you're good, bro. No, I'm not tripping.
I'm picking the conversation apart.
No, you're trying to see why and what's going on. But nah, it was like that, bro. You know, there were fools that, you know, he was locked up for already 5 years, bro. And he came from Nellis. You know how bad fucking Nellis is, bro? The fucking Nellis is the worst YA, bro, out of all YAs, bro. And you can ask anybody.
Why does it have that reputation?
Because the staff always were allowing motherfuckers to get raped. That's why. And they were probably doing some of the fucking raping themselves. You know? There are a bunch of kids.
The staff?
Bro, you have no idea the type of shit that went on behind those walls, bro. I don't think anybody does unless they've been there, bro. And those that been there, a lot of these motherfuckers don't want to talk about it, bro, because it takes them back, bro. You know what I mean? Because you don't know what they've been through, bro. You know, those are scars that they don't ever want to fucking go back to. You know, you got 4 or 5 fucking dudes holding you down, and what the fuck are you gonna do, bro? That didn't happen to me, but I'm saying those things happen, bro. You know, and the staff turned around and just fucking walked around the corner, bro.
They saw it.
Yeah, of course, bro.
Why do you think they didn't? Why wouldn't they just like a fist fight in a cell? Maybe, you know what I mean. Why wouldn't they just eventually stop it? You know, I mean, like what possesses them to not?
They hated us. They hated us, bro. They only cared because we provided them a job, bro. Okay, in YTS, fucking there was a staff named Miss Raimundo, bro. And this fucking bitch was always talking shit to us in the cell. Oh, you piece of shit motherfuckers, good for nothing. You guys ain't gonna amount to shit. You guys are scumbags, lowlifes. And we were on lockdown, bro, 24/7, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, we only got to come out and shower, and when we came out the shower, we already had to have shampoo on, and our fucking bodies already fucking with shampoo on. And so right when we got to the shower, you rinse off and you get the fuck out, bro. That's how YTS was, bro. You know what I'm saying? And this bitch was talking all that shit, bro. And one of the little homies from Laws fucking said, oh, I need my medication. She fucking opened up the door and he fucking started stabbing her, bro, with the pencil. Hit her in the face and the neck and just kept going, and they stopped him, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, fuck, homie. You know, it was on, bro, against the staff too. Even when the staff got killed, Miss Baker, yeah, bro, it was madness, bro.
I want to do something I've never done before. I want to take a poll. I want to take a poll right now, guys. This is crazy. I'm going to do this. But let's take a poll on that lady that was talking to these.
If she deserves it,
if she deserves it,
motherfucking right she does.
No,
if I would have fucking got the opportunity, I would have fucking kept stabbing her face too, bro.
Did the lady that was talking to these dudes 24/7 while they're locked in a cell about how they weren't going to amount to shit, they're going to be pieces of shits for the rest of their life?
We already don't give a fuck.
And then she got
doing time.
And then there was an opportunity for someone to fucking get at her. He got at her with the fucking number 2 pencil. You know what I mean? Probably didn't do his homework. I don't know. But anyways, I'm just saying, did she deserve that? Thumbs up or thumbs down? Did she deserve that? Thumbs up or thumbs down?
Homie. Thumbs up, homie. You know, I mean, you can't don't kick a man down when he's already down.
Well, there's something in the Bible that says you reap what you sow. Does that got anything to do with that?
I mean, perhaps.
Perhaps, maybe.
Yeah, karma. You know?
Yeah.
You're going to keep talking shit to a bunch of hardcore thug-ass motherfuckers that are already in jail doing time. Some of these homies are like, fuck it, I'll do 6 more months. I'll do another year just to fucking get the gratification of fucking shutting this bitch up. Hey, homie, you got to do it.
Yeah.
You know? So,
yeah,
that's how it was, bro.
Absolutely. And I feel it, and I hear it, and I'm just going to leave it like that. I'm not going to give a thumbs up, and I'm not going to give a thumbs down. Look at that shit blowing up, bro.
Yeah, my people, my folks. That's right.
Look at
Shout
that.
out to all my real ones out there that know that bitch deserve that shit. Forgive me, Lord. I know I'm gonna have to see you one day.
Thumbs up, man.
That's
I don't
right.
see one thumb down.
You see, bro?
I see it.
The other staff that did get killed, she didn't deserve that shit, bro. You know what I mean? The one that got murdered and thrown in the trash can, she didn't deserve that, bro.
So speak on that later.
I don't want to hurt the victims of, you know, because she's a victim, bro.
You're right. No, that's different.
But yeah, that was the next day. They raided all the youth authorities, and they fucking took our weights away. They fucking got all the M numbers. The M numbers are homies that went to YA with an adult number. So they kind of put them there. Excuse me, instead of going to prison, they gave them an opportunity in the youth authority, and they said, okay, if you got 20 years, 25, you'll be here till you're 25, then you're going to go to the Pinta. You know what I mean? But till then, you'll be here. They didn't want to put them at 12, 13, 14 with the homies in the Pinta, you know, already 21 and up, and
So you kind of fall into that bracket then, because there might have been some dudes that would rather prefer to go to the prison at 18 years old,
Oh shit, bro! I mean, I was ready for anything, and in there when you're in there.
No, but I'm saying in the sense of like someone that gets sentenced to a sentence like that, because there's certain benefits in different facilities or different prisons.
No,
right?
I hear what you're saying.
Yeah.
Okay.
So sometimes like I couldn't wait to get out of the halls, bro, to hit the county jail. You know what I mean? Because we heard about all you can smoke in there, and all that shit. You know what I mean?
So, what would you prefer, to have gone to YA or gone to the Pinta?
Well, I've never been to YA, bro. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I've only done prison sentences, terms, violations, so on and so forth. You know what I mean?
Right.
But anyway, so I couldn't compare because I had never been there. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But from the sounds of it, you know what I mean? It sounds like I'd rather be in prison. You know what I mean? Because I got a nice ass, bro. You know what I mean?
He done now.
As long as you got chunkums, ain't nobody fucking with you, dog. And a couple shades. My boy, my boy's walking everywhere with his back against the wall. I'm cool right here, homie.
I just see silhouettes.
Hey,
Charlie. This is how it starts, man. We clown like this, bro.
It's all gravy shit. Me too, dog.
Yeah, we have fun.
I grew up in that environment, so
this is that environment, bro.
It's all gravy.
That's how I grew up, bro.
It's
just clowning and talking shit and having fun, bro. Even if it's for the detriment of my own self, bro. You know what I mean? Talking about my sweet ass in fucking YA, bro.
My
you know what I mean?
boy.
How many mothers gonna do that shit? Not very many, bro. I mean, you gotta be secure about your manhood, bro. Talk about your sweet ass on the feet up. You know what I mean? Am I still talking about it?
It's a cold game, bro. It's a cold game, dog.
Really no one's stopping you to talk about it either.
My boy.
Stomps is like sweet ass. Check out these sweet tits right here.
You know what I'm saying? Like door jammers, homie. You know what I'm saying? Shit. I had my baby mama doing back arm off on this shit. So I get down, she just walk up, bam, bam. Can't fuck with me, you know what I'm saying? So I'm trying to make fun of I make fun better myself, dog.
That man needs a
Yeah, I was
sports bra.
gay. Hey, my boy, excuse me, sir, you stop pointing.
My boy's on point.
I almost told somebody in an accident. I wasn't even saying nothing, homie. Why are you pointing with two fingers, dog?
Hey, take that shit out with me.
Cold in here, dog.
Damn, bro.
Shit, homie. Yeah,
those titties are pointed up like you can put a fucking burrito. You can rest a burrito on them bad boys,
Hell
bro.
yeah, and taquitos, homie.
All right, let's get back to the story, guys. Enough of this shit, man. You fucking asshole. See what you did?
Yeah.
Lady gets killed.
They take our fucking weights away.
Took the weights away. The weights never went back?
They went back later on.
Okay.
Yeah. You know what? In some cottages and some institutions, you know, but a lot of them didn't want to put them back and shit. You know what I mean? So all the M numbers got racked up, thrown in the Greyhound, and taken to the Pinta. You know, they didn't have an opportunity. They woke them up, said, "Let's go."
It was time for them old asses to go on, bro.
Like 17 and shit.
Yeah, bro.
Like, hey, come on. Yeah, but I mean, regardless, homie, when you're locked up in YA or the Pinta, I'm assuming, I didn't go to the Pinta, but I'm assuming that when you're in those situations, you're thinking that you might not ever get out.
100%, bro.
You know what I mean? Because every day presents a different, environment when it comes to, feeling the tension or, knowing if something's gonna crack. You know what I mean?
You know what, bro? And I know you're from Orange County. I'm from LA County, bro. But I'll say it like this, so I can only speak on mine. You know what I mean, is what I say. But I'm not making no comparison, nothing like that, okay? When I went to 95, when I went to LA County, from Central Juvenile Hall to LA County, right? I was excited for it. And the way that it was back then, bro, was just like the movies, bro, and more, bro. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Just like the movies.
Yeah, I get you.
But, and so I learned so much, and it was fun. It was fun, bro. Because
you made it fun.
There's never a dull moment.
Yeah.
Shit is popping, and then you talk about tension.
Oh, yeah.
When you feel in the thick of tension in a facility,
You can
when there's violence going to happen, there's probably, you know, maybe the people that can relate to it are people that fight for this country, right? People that are fighting across, you know, seas and stuff like that.
Yeah.
You know, understanding the tension. But then again, they have a fucking fully clipped semi-automatic fucking gun on them. You know what I mean?
And you
Now,
might not have shit.
yeah, and so when we talk about the prison system's about to pop off on a fucking war, hand-to-hand combat, bro. It's just, you know, I'm not trying to compare them, but I'm saying it's just a different level, bro. They're both different levels, you know. But I don't have a machine gun on me. I'm not shitting on someone because I would prefer to have a machine gun on me. You know what I mean, in those type of situations. But now you got to truly rely on your physical, you know what I mean, and your heart and your mentality. You know what I mean, of who are you gonna be when this shit pops off? You gonna be frontline? You know what I mean? You gonna be pulling out casualties? You know what I mean? Giving CPR? I mean, I don't know, bro.
My boy,
You gotta figure out who you gonna be when this shit pops off.
Yeah, you gotta be the animal.
And we all know who we think we're gonna be. You know what I mean? But when the shit pops off, and I've been in a gang of riots, bro, in LA County, bro. You know, prison too. Few in prison. Gang in LA County. And man, bro, yeah, when it pops off, you'll find out who you are. Is what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
You know, and so when I went through that, bro, after that, everything else was just basically since to the, you know, last I got out, whatever, it's been cake, bro, because I was in that county jail during that time, bro. You know, and so after that, everything was cake. You know, and so we learned, right?
Yeah.
You know, and that's probably like a real similar environment in the sense of just like craziness, like when you were in YA, bro.
Yeah.
You know, that shit's nuts, dog.
Yeah.
And so they transfer everybody out, and where do you go from there, dog?
I end up getting sent to fire camp.
Okay.
Yeah.
Did you fight some fires?
Yeah, I did.
I fought fires too in the state system in my early years, bro.
Yeah, they threw
One
me
time.
over there.
Yeah.
You did that?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah?
I did that through Susanville State Prison, bro.
Oh, okay.
And I didn't want to be in there, bro, because all the homies were on the yard, bro. I had homies from my hood, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And finally, whatever. I got kicked out of a few of them. Long story short, blah, blah, blah. I shared the story before, you know?
Yeah.
But the yard was a badass yard, bro. The Susanville State Prison yard was a crazy yard. 2 theaters all across the fucking yard, bro. 30-man little fucking dorms. This is the fucking 2-yard that's right there. They put you, we were able to go out to fire camp, bro. It was a crazy ass environment. But so you went to fire camp and what did you do, bro? You fought some fires. Did you get your boots dirty?
I was the Sawyer, homie.
Yeah.
I was the first Sawyer. I was fucking, they made me the captain leader and...
Of course, bro.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
You're always leading the pack, right?
Yeah.
It sounds like it so far in your story.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I did that. I went to Yosemite. I went to Sequoia. I went to fucking Shasta, Trinity, Eureka. You know, I fucking Big Bear, everywhere, bro. You know, I was just putting in work, bro. You know, so it was cool. I ended up doing a stretch there, and I got out for a month, and fucking I violated.
You violated?
Yeah, they gave me a year, and they sent me to TS.
TS.
To YTS.
Okay, so what's the difference between, for cats that don't know, what's the difference between like YA, YTS, different...
well, different institutions, bro.
acronyms.
Yeah, no, different institutions, bro. It's cracking in different areas. Nellis is more the 17 down that they try to keep the age at.
Okay.
You know what I mean? And then you got places like Basel, Carl Holton, OH Close. I believe they go from 17 and up. You know, and then you got Ventura, you got Preston, you got fucking OH Chad, you got Chad, you got what else? And then you got the fire camps. You know what I mean? So those are the different places, bro. But I mean, shit's cracking everywhere. You know what I mean? And obviously you've been in the fire camps. You know, you do shit on the blind.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that's the good thing about being there is you don't get caught. You know what I mean?
100%. And then what about the staging areas? Remember the staging areas where they have all the fucking food and stuff?
Yeah, hell yeah.
Did you guys get a free for all for that stuff?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, bro.
They would always walk us through those fucking staging areas where the people that civilians that work firefighters they would
don't
walk
look at
too.
them and shit.
Anyways, yeah, they would say that too. Well, you had like you had to do the couple second rule or something like that.
Right.
The glance and just bop. You know what I mean,
Yeah.
sometimes there's some good at looking fire. I mean, at any time, any female in a fire fucking thing, it looks good
Right.
during those times, dog. You know, you busted, right? You know what I mean, like, damn, homie, she got a triple chin, but I can work with that shit, dog. You know what I mean?
Yeah, right.
She got a cute smile, dog. You see her smile?
You ain't picky, you're like shit. That's right.
We
bro.
savages, right? But yeah, they would always say, "Oh man, just grab one thing and shit." I mean, we had the fire jackets. We just be fucking filling that shit up with shit. At least I was, bro. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know. But anyways, so you get bounced around the system. Okay, you said you got out, violated, went to YTS. How long did you stay in YTS for?
About 6 months.
6 months, and then you got out again.
They sent me to Ventura. I was there for about 6 months. Then I caught a year. Then they sent me to Preston. I was there for about 6 months. Then they sent me to another camp.
Okay.
And I ended up finishing my time right there at another camp and shit up in Santa Cruz.
Okay.
Yeah.
And so you got out and you never looked back at the system again?
And pretty much, bro.
Okay, so how did you change your life, bro? How did you start making adjustments in your life, should I say?
I think it just happened natural as far as my ex-wife getting pregnant. You know what I mean? And then me having to fucking man up and go to work to provide for the baby. So that's what I did, bro. You know, I got into construction. I started doing block and cement, all of that shit with actually Menace's uncle. Okay. He had his company. And so I was working with him for about 5 years, you know. But yeah, that's what I did. Pretty much I was providing for the family, and I wasn't doing no music or nothing. You know what I mean? I was just focused on taking care of my baby and shit. You know what I mean?
And so basically how old were you at the time when you brought your baby was born?
I was 26.
26.
Yeah.
Okay. And so this is the point when you start making changes then.
Yeah, bro. You know, I'm looking out for my baby girl and shit. You know, she gets pregnant again, my ex, and so now I got two daughters. So you know, my mom showed me how to work, bro. You know, I went to work. I met a homie from Paramount. He was a union carpenter, and I met him at a job site and shit. I was doing a holler with my carnal, and he seen the way I work, and he's like, "Hey, bro, you want to join the union?" I was like, "Shit, I don't even know what that is, bro." And he's like, "The carpenters union, bro.
Yeah.
You know, come through and I'll hook you up." And fucking a month later, he called me, and that was it, bro. I've been in since and shit.
You've been a carpenter since?
I've been a carpenter since. Frame, hang, doors, T-bar, all of that shit. I can build the studio. I can build fucking a house. All of that, bro.
Jeez.
You know what I mean?
Dog.
Hell yeah.
Shout out to the Carpenter Union, baby.
Hell yeah. And to the electricians.
Yeah.
Electricians union, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I'm a IBW Local 11 journeyman.
Right.
Yeah,
That's
journeyman
right,
electrician, baby.
That's right.
That's probably one of the greatest accomplishments of my life besides, you know, having my kids, my girl. I got to throw her in there because she's the gangster, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then just putting myself through fucking school, man. Yeah. You know, at 39 years old at the time, you know what I mean? And having to learn math, bro. Yeah. You know, I just knew the fucking basics, baby. I knew how to add and subtract, you know what I mean? I knew how to sit on the toilet and flush that bitch, dog, you know what I mean?
Yeah, that's right, bro.
But salute to you on that, brother. Yeah,
man.
And I hear you're a fucking badass carpenter, dog. Because my boy Manny said was on the job site with you, and he said you fucking. Let me call Manny real quick, bro. You know what I mean? He wanted to. He called up earlier and shit. Let me see.
Yeah, Manny knows, bro.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Hey, see if my guys are out front, bro. Damn, dog. Oh shit. Sorry about that. Oh my god.
My brother Manny. Shut up.
Jeremy.
Hey, what up, Manny? You are live on Hoodstocks, and you got somebody you know right here.
What's up, homie?
What's up, Hector?
How you doing, carnal?
Do you remember who Manny is?
Yeah, I worked with them at Jefferson High School.
Okay.
Yeah. ¿Qué no, carnal?
Yeah, güey. That's what I'm saying, bro. It finally happened. I was telling this fool earlier.
Yeah, he was
The
hitting
hardest
you up.
working cover I've ever seen in my life, dog.
I
I would
appreciate
take breaks
that.
for this fool, dog. This fool work hard, bro, and I'll sit down.
You take the break for him, Manny? This is my boy.
Yeah, bro.
That's right, bro.
Yeah, he said, bro, he said he ain't ever seen no carpenter work, and he's been on a bunch of job sites, bro, for X amount of years, and he said he ain't ever seen any carpenter work as hard as you work, bro.
I appreciate that, bro. You know, that's the fight.
And that's what I'm saying. That's what stripped me out about this fool. Like, the fact that this fool's this hard-working dude, bro, that's all I thought he was, bro, and suddenly fucking dude hits that he raps. I checked out his shit on. This fool's hard as fuck. I'm like, what? This fool's out here living a double life. I don't know if you guys
They call me a double agent.
I'm like, yeah. He's like, yeah, you know, I framed this wall out, and last night, you know, I performed with Too Short. You know, nothing, no biggie.
That's right.
What?
Yeah,
What you
bro,
doing here?
he signed a Cocaine's label, bro. That says something by itself, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's crazy, dude.
Yeah. Oh yeah, bro. Hey, good to hear you, bro. I know you're still out there, huh?
Yeah, I am, bro. I mean, and like, I mean, not putting any of your business out there, bro, but like,
Yeah.
I told this fool, I was like, it's hard work, bro. I saw you, bro, when you showed up with that sling on your arm, bro.
Yeah,
I said, what's wrong with this fool, dog? Go home.
Oh, you went to work with a sling on your arm?
Yeah, just to get my last check and shit, bro.
Oh, okay.
You know.
Oh,
yeah.
bro, I swear I saw you putting up studs with one arm out.
That's right, bro. I appreciate it, homie. Yeah.
Yeah, Manny, I love you, dog. Talk to you later, bro. Thank you.
All right, bro. You guys have a good one later.
Hey, you too, can I?
Fucking
yeah,
man,
bro.
that's my boy right there, dog. We went to school together, man.
Oh, yeah,
for
he was telling me.
trade. Yeah, he's a good dude. He was one of my boys. It was me, him, and this fool Chris Carpenter and shit. Shout out to my boy Chris Carpenter if he's watching, man. He's a dude from Louisiana, and when I first seen him, they do this boot camp in our trade. And when I first seen this one dude in boot camp, he was just a big old corn-fed white boy, dog. You know what I mean? He's from Louisiana or something like that, right? You know. And I was like, man, I know for sure I don't like this food, dog. You know what I mean? You know, and he just gave me like fucking cop vibes, bro. You know?
Shit, yeah.
And then me and him ended up being fucking just fucking good friends, bro, homies, bros, throughout the whole fucking then they helped me out a lot. Him and Manny helped me out as much as they could, bro. You know what I mean? With my work, because I was the low one in class, bro. They'll tell you guys, man, I struggled. I had to work so hard to pass those classes, bro.
Yeah.
I had to work so hard, dog. But anyways, sometimes you got to work hard for something that's going to be rewarding in the end, right?
Yeah, especially your trade, bro. They make good money, got a good pension, you know what I mean? And you can always get side work, bro.
You guys all, as well as you can too, dog.
Yeah, no doubt.
But
no doubt.
One thing I'm so glad, bro, that I got into the electrical field, especially when I see you guys work, bro. You guys really have to go, dog. Especially when you're slinging up that drywall, bro. When you're moving, bro. Like one thing about the carpenters union, man, is you gotta bang, huh?
Hell yeah, bro. You know, they keep the pressure on us, bro. You know, always, all the time and shit, you know. Hey, we got inspection. It's all good, bro. We know you want to get shit done, homie. You know what I mean? So shout out to all the carpenters, you know, in the union out there putting in work, man, you know, and you know, dealing with all the bullshit, you know, and still making shit happen, because there's a lot of politics, bro, inside all that shit, too. You know what I mean? Who you know and whatnot. You know, motherfuckers lazy, ain't doing shit, but yet they're getting a check and you're over here busting your ass. Homie, it's some bullshit, but it is what it is, bro. But salute to all my real motherfuckers that carry the weight and put the work down, like myself, bro. And I do it proudly, carnal, because of my jefita and because I'm Mexican, homie. You know, because that's my culture. It's in my fucking blood, bro. Even if I try not to work hard. You know what I mean? My fucking medium work will still outlast a bunch of these motherfuckers, homie.
Sheesh. Talk your shit, dog.
Hell yeah, bro.
And so, off that note, I want to say this for us electricians, man. So, because we bang too, but sometimes when it comes to our work, there's a little more like, you know, like we got to read prints. There's just, not that you guys don't read prints. Of course you do, dog. But there's just different levels of different work. Sometimes you got to fucking figure it out, think it out. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's just a different trade, bro.
Yeah.
Bottom line, it's a different trade, you know. But You know, and shout out to the electricians out there,
Hell
baby.
yeah.
You know what I
Shout
mean?
out to all the Sparkies, homie.
Yes.
All day.
Yes, sir, man. So how has life gone for you? Your daughters, you had 2 daughters with the ex-wife. Obviously, that didn't last.
Yeah, so I pretty much, even when I had my first daughter, my homies were hitting me up and saying, hey, bro, you know, you got to do some music, homie, and don't let the talent go. And I was just like, I know, bro, you know, I want to get to it, but, you know, right now is not the time. And so when the time did present itself with the homie OG Big Wicked from Alley Boys, you know.
Okay, yeah. Shout out to Wicked, man.
Yeah.
We follow each other on Instagram.
Solid homie, you know. We ended up clicking up and shit, and we started making music, bro. You know, that's where I did my first song for the barrio and shit. You know, My People, My Folks on YouTube.
Yeah.
That's the first song I got to do and shit. You know what I mean? But as I was doing that, you know, and going to his pad and fucking recording more shit, the ex, she wasn't liking it. You know, because there was Hainas there and shit. So,
Okay.
yeah, she gave me pretty much told me an ultimatum. You either choose that lifestyle, or you choose us. You know, me and the kids, me and the girls. And I'm not gonna say, yeah, I choose this and leave my daughters, bro. That's one thing I can say, bro, is that I've always been a good father to my daughters. You know what I mean? Because I love them, homie. You know, and I'm proud to say, you know, that I'm a good father, bro. So, of course, I went, you know, with my daughters and shit. And things worked out about for 7 years, and then that was it, bro. Things didn't work out, and that was the opportunity I had to really, you know, approach my music, bro, and say, you know what, fuck it, I'm going to do this, bro. You know, and that's what I did. I was working and making more connects with people, and started making music and shit. You know,
So you've been doing it ever since. And when was this year you had started doing this music?
I would say about, well, with the homie Wicked, shit, it was in the 90s, late 90s.
Okay. So you guys been in the game for a cool minute, especially Wicked.
Yeah, Wicked, yeah, he was doing it, you know, as far as, you know, out there, putting himself out there. Yeah, homie was doing his thing, you know.
And so the music that you're doing back then, in comparison to the music you're doing now, would it be like night and day, or is it still similar?
Shit, I mean, it's different because I've been doing a lot of different stuff, you know what I mean? And before it was, you know, just learning, you know what I mean? Even when I started rapping at 12, you know, I was just learning the game and shit, you know what I mean? Learning to get the 16 on point,
Yeah.
you know, without having to fucking write it or time it, you know what I mean? That was what I was focused on, you know what I mean?
Okay. So you've been sharpening up the craft for a cool minute.
Oh yeah, bro. Yeah, I've been doing it for a cool minute.
How many albums you got out?
This is gonna be my first album, bro.
Your first album.
Yeah.
Okay. You haven't. Is it? I'm sorry for cutting you off.
No,
Bro.
you're good.
So have you not taken it serious, or you've been just kind of like dabbling in it throughout the years, because you have a trade, bro, that takes up a lot of your time, right?
Yeah.
And you got a family, you got kids, right?
Yes. So that's pretty much, you know, that does take a lot of time, bro. So the first time I did start doing it, yeah, I took it serious, bro. But I kind of got a little distracted going through some shit, you know what I mean? And I decided to step away for a bit and focus on work and you know, get back in the trade and shit and just stay focused, you know? And yeah, after that, I just say, you know what, fuck it, man. I'm gonna get back into it, you know? And that's what I've been doing since.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I think I got a beat for you. I was looking for a beat right here.
Oh, shit.
You wanna fuck with some shit, dog?
Let's go.
You wanna fuck with some shit?
Homie, let's go.
Light that up, dog. Yeah. I think I got a beat for you. Let's hear it real quick and shit. See what it sounds like.
Yeah. Hey, the more beer.
Just let it drop here real quick.
Yeah. Hectic up in this. I can never turn down the beat that they play. But I'ma tell you that I'm on my way. Yeah. Yeah, another day Hey, get back in, guaranteed to let them know, homie, I keep it cracking, money stacking, automatic come fire. Anybody tripping, homeboy, you know it's on for life. I ain't never quit growing up as a kid, had to learn, homie, to survive in this bullshit. Had to hit the wire, me and my clique, guaranteed to put it down, homie, soldier mind, guaranteed to ride to the fullest. Had to duck bullets, these motherfuckers thinking that I wouldn't pull it. Yeah, I was just a youngster, had to learn early, homie, cause you know the monster inside of me had to come out and show them how we do react. Putting OC up on the map, it's been a fact, no cap. Hectic was born to rap, you can call it what you want, but this is how we do that, yeah. I done came, they try to tell me where the fuck I'm from. I never gave a fuck, cause you know Hectic came from the slums. Papa didn't give a shit, but it's all gravy, I'ma grab my stick and roll through your hood. Lay your motherfucker down, homie, cause we misunderstood. All the pressure on my shoulders, try to hold me. I'ma tell a motherfucker what I've been unloading. Stay smoking, past the reefer. Lord, please forgive me, I know one day I'm about to meet the reaper. If it happens, fuck it, let it go down. Damn right, homie, gotta stay solid like the brown. My culture, gotta hold my head high. Ain't worried about it, homie, gotta bust out the nine. Fuck it, law up on me, trying to get me. Ain't worried about a thing, I know they stay sweating me, yeah. Hectic up in this, I never quit till I'm up on top. Homie, gotta get rich, looking out for my fam. Pushing this shit like dope, homie, got these motherfuckers hooked on the gram. I'll be damned if I don't. You recognize the real shit, homie, real G's when we roll on.
Hey!
Come on.
Damn it! Man, Jesus! Can I get an amen?
Amen.
Yeah, there we go, doggy.
And we just getting started, homie.
God damn it, bro.
Yeah. That's right, dog. What can I say? When I jump on the mic, I cannot play. Tell a motherfucker, get back. For your neck crack, think that I'm playing, cause I'ma show you what a tech at. Direct when you wanna diss, dog. I ain't playing no game. When I shoot, I don't miss, dog. So please don't try to press me. Any motherfucker got a problem, please step up and address me. Never been the one to back down. I wanna see the money come out, you dealing with the Mac now. Connected with Cokeezy, cocaine, boy, don't fuck with me, cause you know I'm about to pull out the Nina and put their ass in the glass. You think that I'm playing, now they wanna judge me for my demeanor. Sicker, I got the sweeper, guaranteed to roll through your hood and act like a fucking cleaner, biatch.
Ah,
Yeah.
shit!
That's how we do it.
Damn it!
Yeah. Good stocks. That's right. Yeah.
This dick! Suck this motherfucking dick! You fucking cockroaches!
I got something to say, man, okay?
Shit!
I've been waiting to say this for a long
get
time.
the fire extinguisher!
Let's
dog.
go,
Get the
baby.
fire
Buddy boy up in
extinguisher.
this bitch,
What's
homie.
that? Hey,
Come on.
security! Get the
Yeah.
goddamn
I
fire
got my
extinguisher,
folks up
dog.
in this bitch, homie.
God
Neighbors have,
damn
homie,
it,
stopper.
dog.
Yeah, my
What
primo.
the fuck?
Come on, Baku. Woo. We up in this bitch. We about to light it up like some moon rocks. Hectic spitting that freestyle live on the hood stocks.
Shit!
Come on, baby. Let's go. They have no idea what you just woke up.
Oh, man.
Keep
Give
them
me
in
a
line.
bear, dog.
Give
I
me
need
a
a bear,
bear.
bro.
Let's go, dog.
Give me a bear, dog.
We're
I'm
about to
sorry,
blow
guys.
this bitch up. They
Shit
don't
like
know,
this
homie.
fucks up my sobriety, dog. You know what I mean?
Man,
you know, I
dog.
just wanna.
Yeah.
Damn,
To
dog.
all the YA babies, to all my real riders, the solid ones, homie, to luck opening up the door. We just getting started, homie.
Shout out to all 700 people tapped in right here. I hope. Hey, look at them fire emojis, man.
Let's go, baby. They gonna know who Hectic is, homie. And I've been
Damn.
repping for the whole West Coast, homie, for everybody, dog. For my cultura, homie. You already know, shit. All the way upstate to my real G's.
Just keep on talking shit, bro. I'm gonna do something right here. Just keep on talking
Drop
your
a
shit.
beat and I'll talk shit on the
You
beat.
wanna do another one?
Come on, bro.
Shit, okay.
That's what they want. You guys want another
Is that what
one?
you want?
Talk to me. Give a motherfucking middle finger.
Another.
And I'll
another
give it
thing,
right back.
Okay, let's do another beat.
Let's go, homie.
Let's do another
Shit.
beat.
Let's do it, dog. Fuck.
Let me see what this one. Let's see what this one sounds like. Cause I don't know which beats are which, bro.
Yeah.
I mean,
Let's just keep it good.
let's see if it's good though. Cause I want to give you a good beat. So I got another beat. I'm not ready.
let's change it up. Yeah. I can rap to that, but we want to give the people
I want you to give some dark shit, baby.
Oh.
That's the shit I like. Let's listen real quick. Hold on. I might have a better beat for you.
All right, go ahead. Just, you know, you gotta look up West Coast gangster instrumentals, bro. You know, it ain't no box here, homie. You know, but we want to keep it like I can fucking rap to anything, bro.
I'm gonna give you this one. This is an old one that we used to do, but I think this is like a little boom bap, and I think it will kind of go good with your shit. I think this will go good right here.
Yeah, that's right. We live. Shout out to all my solid ones. Yeah. Oh, my folks, OCZ, we up in the house, so cheesy, yeah. Yeah, what can I say? On my knees every night, I used to pray. Ask the Lord, I don't wanna be in that grave. What's really gonna go down? Will he save? Hell nah, I had to go through the skies when they gray, trying to figure what I gotta do to earn my name. I went through the pain, I ain't worried about the fame. Cock back, aim the strap, homie, ready to bang. I let my nuts hang like Bone Thugs. Smash on motherfuckers and put them in the mud. Now what's up, dawg? If you wanna triplet that life, you got to feel it, homie, you already know. Sharper than a knife, and fuck 3 strikes, what was I facing? I was trying to get my retaliation, whatever came. Shit, homie, it was on. I didn't give a mad fuck like Pac. I was first to bomb. Anybody wanted this, man? Don't even slip and trip in the wrong hood, bitch. It was on. Homeboys always kept it true, and you already know, dawg, the fucking truth. Hey, better lay low, cause you know what that means. Them real G's, homie, killers on the payroll. I suggest y'all motherfuckers think twice. Hectic up in this bitch, and I'm a straight fucking ride.
This boy can't miss, dog. He can't miss. That was a half court shot. Another half court shot, bro. Let me see this real quick.
That was fire.
Thank you, bro.
Bro, that shit was fire, dog. That shit was my boy. Damn,
Let's
bro.
go.
I'm glad that we connected, bro. I want to support everything you're doing and shit, brother. You know what I mean? That's the shit I like, bro.
I appreciate it, cause hell yeah.
That's the shit I like. I mean, I don't ever want to be cooking for my kids while I'm listening to that type of music, bro. Because you know what I mean? You know, and then
You might go on the drive with it though.
and the lady walks in and she's like, "You're burning the shit," and it's like, "Bah, fuck you, bitch!" Yeah,
Hectic said it.
bro.
Send the tab.
All bullshit aside, that's my style of music, bro. That is my style of music, bro.
Thank you.
Damn, your voice ain't ever gonna be the same after this, huh? No, you smoking and coughing. Yeah, I mean you're smoking. Yeah, that's why you're coughing. I was like, damn. But honestly, bro, like the way you deliver, bro, is like you. This is 12th round, bro. You know what I mean? And we knocking this bitch out, bro. Like the energy is unmatchable, bro. You know what I mean?
Thank you, bro.
A lot of cats don't even understand. It's really a gift. It's really a gift, bro, that you can channel. You can channel that level of intensity of a frequency, bro. Let's be real about it, dog. That is a huge talent, bro. That you can channel that, dog.
I appreciate that, homie.
You know.
Hell yeah.
Because you're just a regular working dude and shit, you know what I mean? You're not like fucking, you like after this, you're not gonna go and fucking buy a Frio down the street, bro, and beat some motherfuckers up and fucking, you know, I mean, you a fucking working man, bro. I mean, it's just, it's impressive, bro. That's what I'm saying, dog.
Thank you,
know
bro.
what I mean?
And
I say that also too in the state of where you're at in your life. Like you're a responsible fucking human being, bro. Yeah. You know, and that's great. But this is just me. This is a 47-year-old dude talking. That's what I think sometimes, you know what I mean?
You're fucking absolutely right, and I appreciate it, homie.
Yeah,
yeah, dog.
Let's put this number up. I think these guys are ready for phone calls. Look at these phone calls in. Hold on, someone's calling already, but I need to put this. Hold on, let me put this number up.
Do your thing.
Let's go here.
Shout out to everybody tuning in. Appreciate y'all.
Okay, that's good like that.
The Goon Squad, the Goonies, huh?
Hey, what's up? You're on Hood Stocks. Talk to us.
Where's the fat Native American guy at?
This dude is calling for Stomp. Saying dog, bro. Stomps has got like a. And you know what's funny about that call is that dude had been calling for like fucking like the past hour, dog. You know what I mean? Yeah, he's been calling for like the past hours just to say that. You know. He says, "Is that speaker on over there, Don? Here, let me see. Let's see if you can hear it. Yeah, he said something really quick. It was hard for me to hear. You're on Hoodstocks. You live, baby.
Yeah, Lefty from Pacoima.
What up, Lefty?
How you doing, HECTIK? How you doing, Lux?
Hey, firme, canal. Salud, canal.
Very well, brother. Thank you.
Salute, homeboy. Look, man, I wasn't up to date with your music. I never even heard it, to be honest, carnal. But after today, I'm gonna be following up on you, dog. You fucking left me speechless with that freestyle, homie.
Thank you, canal. I appreciate it, homie. Thank you, bro. And thanks to Lux for giving me the platform and shit to be able to bring this, you know, and cocaine opening up the doors, bro. I appreciate everybody. Thank you, bro.
Straight up, my boy. I honestly thought I was gonna hear like some little Rob type shit or something, and I hear the homie sound like Mexican Tupac.
Yeah, bro.
Thank you, canal. I appreciate
now
that,
I understand why when he walked in, they took the leash off him, bro. You know what I mean? Have a
good one, homeboy.
Hey, likewise, canal. Enjoy your night, canal. Buenas noches.
Likewise, mucho gusto.
Hey, igualmente, canal. Gracias.
Hey, shout out to the homie right here, the newest, the West. Hold on, I'll give you a shout out.
That's my brother right there.
Thank you. Hold on. Hey, you're on Hoodstocks. Talk to us. What up?
Hello.
Turn the volume down in the background, my G. Go ahead, answer your question. Answer.
Who's that?
Ask your question. Yeah.
Your Hoodstocks, right? Lucky?
It depends on who's asking, bro, but what's going on?
Nah, I'm just saying, shout out to Hoodstocks, shout out to the homie Psycho.
That's right, homie. Igualmente,
Right from OP. Hey, free the homie Lil Flox.
That's right, canal. Free the homie Lil Flox all day. You already know, homie, that F gang, homie. All day, homie.
That's right, homie. Both of us will stay up.
That's right, canal. Hey, gracias, canal.
Sound like it's one of the homies.
Yeah, that's the little homie right there. Salute. That's right, to all the homies from folks. That's right.
You're on
family.
Sorry, brother. You're on Hoodstocks. Talk to us.
Was cracking this big knee to us, Anaheim folks gang.
Oh, little man. What's up, dog?
What's cracking, homie? You're dealing with the best MC out of Orange County right there, homie.
Honestly, bro, I would say that's. You know what, bro? I'm not up on none of the new stuff, bro. But I heard that, and I would stand on it for sure.
Hey, I put that on everything. Next up.
Appreciate it, homie. Gracias.
Yeah. All right, I'll let you guys.
All right, brother. Thank you. You're on Hoodstocks. Talk to us.
Stomper's very quiet right now.
Very quiet right now.
They on you, homie.
Hello.
Yeah, you're live right now. Turn the volume down in the background, and we're trying to figure out why Stomper's so quiet.
There you go. Hey. Hello.
Somebody got in his ear, I think.
Hey, what's up? What up? I got you on screen. Hey, this is Marlon from Blind Street.
Órale, mucho gusto, canal.
What's up, baby?
Hey, what's up? What's up, Stomper?
What's cracking, food?
Órale.
Hey, proud of you, homeboy.
Hey, thank you, I appreciate you, man.
That's right.
Hey, by the way, you left your fucking sports bra over here, homie.
I found the bottom half.
Hey, no, on the real though, the homie that just saw got off, homeboy.
Yeah, he got off.
Órale, gracias, canal.
Hey, he sounded like a Mexican DMX, homie.
Yeah, he killed that shit, bro.
Thank you, brother.
Yeah.
Yeah, Mexican DMX. Hey, homie, he got off, homie. That shit was fire.
Gracias, canal.
Hey, Stomper, you gotta come over to my bed, motherfucker, and throw the carne asada, fool.
So I'm kicking with him.
He pinging on me.
Hey, well, hey, you guys take care, man. I just gotta go and check in, man.
Hey, you too, canal.
All right, Stomper.
All right, fool.
You're on Hoodstocks. Talk to us.
Hey, Lucky.
Yes, sir. What's your name? Where you calling from?
One of the fools that was taking the cheeks on the pod, or what?
Wait, say that again, bro.
I said, will you have the fools that were taking the cheeks on the pod?
Taking cheeks on the pod?
will you have those fools on?
Nah, bro. And I don't think anyone would have the fucking balls enough to to do that, bro. To say, hey, I was in Hawaii and I was just fucking clapping cheeks. I mean, that's fucking.
I know, right? I was the booty bandit, and I'm proud of it.
Say butt pirate.
Yeah, I mean, fuck that, homie.
Go you back, bro.
This motherfuckers are gonna be like fucking hectic, dog.
Hold on, I'm trying to send something right now. Hold on, guys. I gotta send my homeboy a fucking address real quick. My homeboy's gonna pull up. I'm showing this address. What's up, dog? Who's this?
Yeah.
You want to suck Stomper's fucking cock? All right.
No, you don't sound my type. No, that one does. Hey, I told my baby mama don't be crank calling over here, man.
Lord have mercy.
I know I should have came here.
That's why I should have came here.
That sound like an alligator about to suck his dick. You know what I mean?
Sound kind of close.
Fucking chupacabra and shit.
That's chupa something. That's chupapitos right there. That's chupapitos. That's my homie that just called. That was his nickname in YA. My homie that just called Marlon. Chupapitos. I forgot his dentures come off. Tell me how you want to know. Hell no. We got to trade Shelly's.
Calling them gummies.
Oh, shit. I don't know what's on over here.
Son of a bitch.
Good lord.
Hold on, let me send this real quick, guys. Sorry about that, man.
It's all right, dog.
Trying to catch my fat brother. Anyways.
Let's do this right here. Hold on. All right, you're on Hoodstocks. Talk to us.
Yo.
Yo, what's your name? Where you calling from, brother?
What's up, man? This your boy Wes, man. I'm right here hitting up my boy Hector real quick. Give a quick shout out.
That's right, homie. Shout out to my boy, the West.
Yeah, man. Hey, shout out to Hoodstocks, man. You got a real one on there, man. That's my boy right there. That's my brother.
That's right, bro. You already know.
My boy been doing music. He been killing this shit for a minute. Those freestyles you guys just seen, man, that fool do that shit for 30 minutes straight, not give no fuck.
That's right, bro.
That's crazy.
You know what I mean? So I just want to give mad love to the homie Hector. Keep doing your thing, my boy. And I've been believing in you since day one, dog. We can still rip shit, kill it, dog. So, keep doing your thing, my boy. Shout out to his house for having a real one, dog. Shout out to everybody, dog.
I got it,
bro.
I don't know. Like, I'm just getting. We met each other first time. Barely hearing your music, brother. I apologize. You know what I mean? I'm just not. I'm not real.
Yeah.
You know,
it's all great.
But this has been the way it happened too, right?
Yeah.
We don't got to put it on blast the way it happened,
yeah.
but the way it happened.
Yeah.
For us to bam.
That's right.
Bam, make this shit happen.
That's right.
It's always everything is meant, bro, to happen the way it happens.
I believe it.
And what you did today on Hoodstocks was. It was unordinary in the sense of what usually happens here with rappers. They get on here, bro. We've had a lot of people that have done great, bro. But damn, I think that might be on one of the top of the top. Let's get this next phone call right here. That was great, bro.
Thank you, bro.
That was good.
Thank you. I appreciate that. Yeah.
You're on Hoodstocks. Talk to us.
My boy.
I got these fustillas calling me now and shit.
You gotta be a rapper, bro, with all these fans and shit.
Gotta stop dropping diss tracks on me. That
lives matter, homie. That lives matter.
What's crazy is Stomper pissed off the wrong 13-year-old, bro.
They want to be playing Call of Duty live.
Talk to us. You're live. Oh shit! Sorry, dog. I hung up on you. You're on Hoodstocks. Talk to us.
What's cracking? Hectic?
Yo.
Johnny D, man. Spanish Fly in the building.
Hey, Spanish Fly. Shout out to my motherfuckers right there. Johnny D, Spanish Fly.
What's cracking,
MC
man?
Peps.
Hey,
oh, yeah.
That fucking freestyle, bro. Fire, homie.
Gracias, carnal. I appreciate it, homie. Thank you, bro.
Number low over there, man.
Hey,
shout out to Lucky. Shout out to everybody. Shout out to Nito and everybody there, doggy.
Yeah, Nito, my dog Nito. He ain't here right now, but he gonna be here.
Yeah,
he gonna be here.
That shit right there, dog.
Thank you, carnal.
That shit gave me goosebumps. I'm over here driving through the hood and shit, and I'm just bumping that shit right there. You freestyling, homie.
Thank you, bro. I appreciate that, carnal. That means a lot, homie.
I had to call in.
Hey, likewise.
Had to call like 20 fucking times just to get in, but you know.
Stompers,
I appreciate you, homie. You already know, dog.
Oh, shit.
We'll be in the studio soon, homie.
No, definitely.
I handle myself too
For
sometimes.
sure.
All right, doggy. Veneno, what up, doggy?
What's up, Big Lux? What's cracking with it?
Shit, just chilling right here with the homie HECTIK, bro. Do you see what he just did to the platform, bro?
Hey, homie, hey, you know what? Look, I've been seeing, dog. You've been having an Orange County wave, homie, coming through, dog.
Sometimes
and that's
feedback,
homie.
But you know what? At the end of the day, dog, we are all bricks in this wall right here at Hoodstocks, bro.
We're all family,
from all the sections, bro.
That's right.
But sometimes,
no, for sure.
Fuck yeah.
But sometimes I know, bro, that I need to, and it just happened just because love was pulling me there in the sense of just good homies that I fuck with, and then it just it turns into what it turns into, dog. You know what I mean? Like a snowball effect. I hate to use that for better lack of terms, but you know, it's been great, bro. It's been amazing, dog.
Yeah, no, for sure, dog, and you know. Likewise to the homies from folks right there. Hey, they call me Veneno, dog. I'm from West Side, from Compadres, but you know, you're doing your thing, my boy. Yeah, you guys, you're doing your thing, homie. And I see, I've been busy working, home. I'm a local 47, my boy. So you know, we work on the power lines and shit.
Salute, homie. But, yeah, I know that's hard work, homie.
But Lucky's a good homie, dog. You know what I mean? So. So that's cool that Lucky's been doing his thing, going out to the Angels. And what do you think about that, Holmes? He's over there going to Angels. That's dope, dog.
Yeah,
that's dope, homie.
And I hope to be able to extend the hand as well to Lucky and perform whenever he needs me to perform at any events, you know, and also help out the causes, you know, for our outside in our communities, bro. You know what I mean? No,
for sure. That means shit. Hey. You remember there was a little homie I used to be busted from here. He used to rap too, a little shady. He was a weddle.
Glenn, yeah, the little homie Glenster.
Yeah, right there on right there by the Norms. That fool was cool.
Yeah, by the Norms. Yeah.
Yeah. Homie. Yeah, but hey, dog, it's good to see you on that platform, homie, and I know a lot of people that know you. And I don't personally know you, but hey, homie, everything I heard is that's all I need to hear, and I hope you guys get a drive safe home, dog. You know what I mean?
Thank you, Kana.
And God bless you guys.
Thank you, Kana. Likewise,
Veneno, man.
Thank you.
That was a classy call. Thank you, brother.
Sir. Thank you, Kana.
Classy call, dog. It's good when a homie calls in with a classy call. That was class. That was respect. That was love, dog. That was a lot. That was just everything that almost I didn't want to hang up with them. I just wanted to wait until I went to sleep and just Veneno, are you still there? Tell me some more good things. No, I'm just fucking with you, Veneno. I love you, dog. Hey, you're on Hoodstocks. Talk to us.
Hey, salud, this is Potter. HECTIK. What's up, homie?
Gracias, carnal. Appreciate you, homie. Thank you.
And you know, right here with my boy, Anthony Mendes, Johnny Mac.
Yeah.
You know, we on tour right now. My boy.
That's right. Shout out, my boy. Yeah. Thank you, bro.
Yeah.
Appreciate you, homie. Thanks for tapping in, carnal. Familia right there, bro. Yeah, that's my solid 9 to life right there. Yeah, gracias, bro.
Hey, respetos a Hoodstocks and going support you, our homie HECTIK.
That's right, homie.
Thank you, brother. Appreciate you, doggy, so much. Thank you, dog. Thank you.
Gracias, carnal.
All right, carnal. Y'all be safe.
All right, my boy.
All right, carnal.
You're on Hoodstocks. Talk to us. Calls going crazy, dog. Ooh, this shit's gonna die, dog. Let me see the. Leave that door cracked, bro. And put the mop handle on that door, dog, so my boy can come in.
Yeah. Shout out to all the unions out there, even the laborers union, man.
What's up? What's up? You on Hoodstocks? Talk to us.
All right, now I'm right here with MC Pants. I'm here with MC Pants, trying to get a hold of HECTIK.
Yeah, salute to my boy MC Peps. You already know, carnal. How you doing, familia?
It's the phone.
That's right.
The phone.
You're trying to go live.
Everything feed me?
Everything feed me. We're here just chilling.
That's right, carnal. You already know, homie. Salute. Much love. You know.
Hey, what's up, man?
How you doing, carnal?
Hey, what's up, carnal? You know, you keep doing your thing, man. Much love. You know what's cracking. I already knew you bringing that shit. So,
I appreciate it. I appreciate it, Kana.
Thank you, dog. Thank you.
You know, you fire me up, dog. You know, we're doing a good thing. No ego, no drama. It's just all about Kana.
That's right, Kana.
And that's how it's, dog. I'll be waiting for the pad up. Vamos, vamos.
Órale, vamos, homie.
Let's get. We got Big Nito right here. Nito, what up, dog?
What up, dog? What up, Lux? Stop. HECTIK. Hey, homie.
Hey, salute, Kana.
What's up, fool?
Hey, carnal, I know you've been working with my boy MC Pep, Johnny D. What's up, Johnny D? Shout out to you calling in right now.
That's right, homie.
You know what I mean? But, dog, it was a blessing you coming in today, you know, with your lyrics and shit and putting it out there for us and shit. You know what I'm saying?
Thank you, bro. I appreciate that, Kana. Gracias.
You know what's up? If I were in HECTIK, dog, we got love for you, homie.
Hey,
you know?
thank you.
A lot of love.
Hey, likewise,
You know what I mean?
homie. Likewise. Thank you,
You know
Kana.
that.
Hell yeah, homie.
What's up? Hey, stuff, dog. Hey, Lucky, love you, dog.
Love you too,
Tom,
dog.
Love you, homie.
I love you too, baby boy.
I'll see you guys
I'll see
a couple days.
Yeah, I'll see you in a couple days, Nito. Love you, doggy. That's
All
my
right.
boy, Nito.
Have a good night, Kana.
Eastside Weed, man.
too,
Stand
homie.
the fuck
That's
up,
right.
dog.
Gracias.
You know what I mean?
Homie.
MC
That's
Pep,
right. Yeah, that's
stand the
family
fuck
right
up.
there. That's right.
Spanish Fly, stand
That's
the fuck
right.
up,
Salute.
dog. You know what I mean?
Salute.
And
That's my family right there, bro.
And you know what? I'll tell you guys that like this. I ain't forgot about Nito. Nito wanted me to have some of the fellas on, and I'd like to have some of them on too. And we're gonna figure that out, dog. I mean, a little more clearer head, and my calendar is getting more organized, dog. And we're gonna make that happen, dog.
Yeah, my big homie, rest in peace, has family from Eastside Weedmans. So it's family, homie. You know what I mean?
You're on Hood Stocks. Talk to us.
Hey, what's cracking, Big Lucky?
What up, doggy? What's your name? Where you calling from?
My name is Jesse, homie. I'm calling from Anaheim.
What up, dog?
I want to give a shout out to that homie right there, dog. HECTIK. Hey, man, I've been listening to your music for a minute. You get down, big dog. You and your whole hood. You guys be shooting that. Lucky. Fucking, I appreciate you showing love to the homies from Anaheim, dog. You know, over here showing love to OC.
That's right.
That means a lot, dog. You know, we've been needing that shit for a while. You know,
Yeah.
it means a lot coming from a resident from Anaheim and shit. You know.
Hey, gracias, canal, and salute to you and your family, homie, and thank you for calling in and supporting, homie. Appreciate it, dog.
Absolutely. Thank you, brother. Let's get this next call, baby. They blowing up. You good on the phone calls?
Do whatever you want. It's your platform, canal.
You got time?
I'm here. I got all night,
Okay.
canal.
You're on Hood Stocks. Talk to
You
us.
know?
What about Stomps?
Where we at? Where the weed at, homie? Where the weed and the fat bitches at?
Where are we in the Talk to us.
Hey, fucking fat boy.
What's up, fool? Oh, beat you.
It's Bouncer, dog. What's cracking, homie? Bees up, dog.
What's up, baby? Bees up, fool.
What the fuck? You got chorro today or what, motherfucker? You ain't even speaking, homie.
Hell no, man. I'm going through some things.
Damn, homie. What the fuck? Speak up, homeboy.
I'm going through motherfucking.
Hey, much love, homie. Bees up. HECTIK. Bees up, homie.
Hey,
love you,
salute,
fool.
canal. You got it, homie.
You know what's up?
I don't know what's wrong with Stomper, bro.
It's very dumb.
Killer Dog said he had a fucking package of Maxis with wings.
What the
I don't know if that's true or not.
Stop! What happened?
Come back!
There we go. I didn't get a drink, but then again, I don't.
Okay, hold on. So let's do this right here.
I don't know how bright it was in here.
You're on Hood Stocks. Talk to us.
Through ups and downs, smiles and frowns, you gotta stay strong and hold your ground.
Damn, that shit was tight. Sing some more, bro. Sing some more.
That's all I got.
That's a song from somewhere.
That's gonna be the hook.
I mean, when he did that, it made me feel a little weird, like uncomfortable, bro. Like, bro, what are we doing? What are we really doing right here, bro? You know what I mean?
Sing it to me.
Right, bro. You know what I mean? Like out of nowhere, you get a phone call, up and down, all around.
What the fuck?
And then I'm looking at you too, like right in your eyes, bro.
Take the phone out, Jazz. The fuck is wrong with you, dog? This ain't that type of platform, bro.
Stops? What? Is that Stops?
Yeah, last time my homie tried to sing him in the elevator too, getting close. Like, hey man, how many floors is this? I was in the 72 floor going down. Like, fuck, you done sing the whole song to me, huh?
Okay, let's get this right here.
Yeah. Can you sign me?
You're on Hood Stocks. Talk to us.
Hey, you're full stop on timeout or what?
What's that?
Oh, he's talking about the
I'm on
homies.
timeout or what?
Stomps is on that.
Ain't no timeout, homie. I'm on time 10.
Ain't nobody putting that dude on the timeout.
Too quiet,
I'm a grown ass
dog.
man,
Too
homie.
quiet.
It's a grown ass motherfucking breast.
Some grown ass motherfucking
Tell me, fool. Shit, I'm going through some things, homie.
Yeah, he's going through some. He's got the IRS. Hey, OG Wicked, what up, doggy? I got you,
doggy dog.
I got your number locked in, baby. Let's go. What up?
You already know my boy. You already know my boy. I mean, I just want to pull up real quick and shit, man. Shout out to my boy HECTIK right there. That's a good camarada. Show you love. You know what I mean?
Appreciate it,
OC love and shit, man. You know what I mean? I apologize I wasn't able to make it with you, my boy. You know what I mean?
All good, Kana.
Nothing but love, doggy.
Hey, likewise. You already know, homie. We there,
I'm fucking
homie.
proud of you, doggy dog. You know what I mean?
Thank you, Kana.
This homie right here, Cyclone and shit, we go way back, dog.
That's
He's
right,
still freestyle like a motherfucker back in the days and non-stop, homie.
That's right, homie.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He's got talent up the ass, dog. You know what I mean? He's he's an underdog, but like, man,
that's right.
got mad love for you, my boy. You know what I mean? Just want to show you support and shit, my dog. You already know. Same to you, Lucky.
Hey, you know what? And I want to give you some love too, brother. And we gotta reconnect and get you. Me and Wicked had a date, and then it just fell through on my end. Not, you know what I mean? And just family.
I know
shit,
that was going on.
Yeah. So let's first of all, OG Wicked. You know what I mean, bro? You know what I mean? I see you, bro, and I see you. And
We'll get it in, my boy. You know what I mean? We'll get it in, doggy dog. You know what I mean? It's you know me, dog. I'm not really much for the attention and all that, like podcasts and everything, but I got love for you, homie, so I'll pull up and shit, man. You know what I mean? I know we've been doing this, like, tag shit since, like, 2017.
Too long, brother. We gonna get it right.
You know what I mean?
Baby.
It's all love, doggy dog.
That's right. Sometimes you gotta save the best for last. No.
Nah, it's all love, my dog. It's all love. And no rush, dog. It's all God's timing, dog. It's all God's timing, doggy.
You know what?
You know what I mean?
On you know what? Just you saying it's on God's timing, I'll say this and reply on God. That's the way I really work, bro. You know what I mean? In a sense of like, you know what I mean? Like in a sense of like, you know what I mean? Like, that's why my schedule is sometimes so funky sometimes, because I'm just like, what do we want to do this week? What's the vibrations? You know what I mean? What do we feel like? You know what I mean? What's the climate? You know what I mean?
Yeah,
you know, what's going on in the world?
Yeah.
Do we got politics? Maybe we need to get some politics in. But if you fucking pull out your crazy schedule, which is the proper way of doing it, sometimes you're not just...
We'll get it done, my G. We'll get it done. No. I just wanted to show my support, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You and the homie. You keep doing your thing, doggy dog. You know what I mean?
Thank you, brother.
Stay focused. Right, stay with integrity, dog. You know what I mean? And I want to commend you for doing that for those little kids, my dog. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
I'm all with that. You know what I mean? It's all about the kids, man. They're the future, doggy.
Hey, let me know, Wicked, when I can pull up, bro. You know what I mean? And we'll
get it done, my dog. You know what I mean?
Get some
cool with that said, my G, you know what I mean? I don't want to take up too much of your time, doggy dog. Go ahead and get your shine on, my boy. Man, love to you, dog. You know what I mean?
Likewise,
homie. Homie. Much love, doggy.
OG Wicked. Everybody give it a OG Wicked.
That's right.
Much love, doggy.
OG been Wicked, and all my homies from Alley Boys, homie, and everybody from OC. You already know, dog.
So Wicked was kind of getting dragged on my thought, and maybe he was thinking that I was referring to him. But what I started saying, though, in a sense, is that the way I feel like the best way to do it, it's not the best way, that's not the right way, but in regards to getting guests, bro, like right now, I got like a 2-month out right now, but I have room to maybe squeeze somebody in and do double time type of work, but I like he said, in God's time, you know what I mean? Like sometimes, like with the homies that are here right now, you know what I mean? I've been hearing about them forever, bro. You know, but now I get to meet them, you know, and I get to chill. We smoke, we drank, you know what I mean? That's right. You know, we caught a vibration.
Cool.
And it's like, bro, shit.
Yeah.
There's nothing more to say. Let's get that in. Sometimes that's the way I work, bro, in a sense. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Which is kind of like the hipster word, organic.
Organic,
I fucking hate that word, bro.
Let's do genuine.
Yeah, and you know who else hates it?
More genuine.
You know who else hates anything organic? It's this guy right here.
Mexican E40. Albino E40, homie. I eat anything. It gives me heartburn. You know what I'm saying?
Funny, homie.
Anything healthy is something you're not fucking with, right?
No, hell no. I said, watch out the homies work out. Like, what you doing? Weight watching. Food is eating. Like, watching you fools work out.
Hey, who gave you those sunglasses? Ray
I
Charles?
came in with them, homie. I got a receipt, dog. I had to find them right here, Bochowski, whatever that shit say. I came in with them, homie.
My boy Stomps. Everybody give it to the homie Stomps, bro.
That's right, homie. Shout out to the homie Stomps.
Thank you guys for pulling up, homie. That shit dope shit, man.
Thank you, brother. 818 in the building, baby.
That's right, 818, homie.
Yeah, look at Stomps trying to get off early.
What's up? Hell nah. I thought I was getting like a bathing thing right here.
No, he was like,
lights on me.
Thanks for pulling up. You know what I mean? Jack in the Box is calling my name.
My girl outside waiting.
Oh, shit, dog.
Hey,
the munchies, homie.
You're on Hoodstocks. Talk to us.
What up? What up? What up?
What up, doggy? Talk to us. Well, you got the homie HECTIK right here.
What's up, brother? What's up, homie?
Hey,
salute to Lucky. Salute to the homie HECTIK. This 48 ways right here from Anaheim, Morris County.
Hey, there we go. 48 ways, baby.
Salud, that's it.
That's right, homie. You guys keep doing your thing. Lucky, I want to salute you, brother, for coming through the city, doing your damn thing.
That's right.
Salute all the homies doing their thing.
That's right.
That's real honorable, homie.
Yeah.
And keep doing your thing, dog.
You know, bro, sometimes we do honorable things, dog. And sometimes we do some really stupid shit.
Sometimes we don't.
So, yeah, so you know what, bro? You know what I mean? Like, it depends on what week or month you catch me, bro. I might be doing some honorable shit, bro. But then I could be on another week and I'm
right now. Look, you're on the street right now.
I'm on the street.
Hey.
Hey, salute, carnal.
Yeah, but it's just a balance of life. And honestly, bro, I'm going to say it again, those little group of dudes, man, are cool to hang around with, man. They fucking just like they just little knuckleheads, bro, but they lovable, bro. You know what I mean? You ever see like a pit bull pup, bro? You know what I mean? It's fucking cute, dog. And, you know, anyways, dog, I look at these guys, man, and they're just
what
good.
You talking about, Willis?
they're just good little dudes. And I actually enjoy hanging with them, bro. They're fucking characters, dog. These dudes are fucking characters, bro. The shit they say is like, no, bro, don't say that, because I'm trying to be a responsible adult around them and a good thing, you know what I mean? But then back inside of my head, I'll be laughing, bro. I'll be like, this crazy ass little motherfucker, dog. You know what I mean?
Oh, badass kid.
Badass kid. Yeah, but you know.
That's real, homie. That's real. Salute to you. Salute to the homie HECTIK. Salute to all the homies doing it.
Likewise,
doing
homie.
positive.
That's right,
doing
homie.
positive and making an impact in these youngsters and making an impact in other people's lives for the positive.
Yes, sir.
Keep pushing, homie. I salute you 100.
Likewise, homie. That's us for calling in, dog. Appreciate it. You already know. Anaheim's in the building.
Anaheim's in the building. And you know what? And you know what I want to say?
All my folks.
Orange County, stand the fuck up.
Let's
you know
go,
what I mean?
baby.
We're going to talk
Come
about
on now.
all sections of right there.
That's right, dog.
But we got Anaheim right here, right now.
Let's
There's
go.
been an Anaheim thing for a cool minute with Hoodstocks, dog.
Yeah,
Shout out to my boy,
Yeah,
Bananas,
thank you for opening up
boys
the
from
doors,
hood.
homie. Yeah,
Hey, you're
appreciate it.
on Hoodstocks. Talk to us.
Hey, what up, Lucky?
What up, dog? Talk to us.
Hey, what's up, homie? How you doing, carnal?
Hey, it's Glenn, homie.
I know, dog. I can hear from your voice, homie.
Hey,
I knew you when you were in Pampers. That's it.
That's right, homie. Hey, I had to show some love, dog. I had a call to show some love, homie.
No, I appreciate it. You already know, carnal. You're my family, homie. So it's always love, dog.
Okay, hey, you getting the recognition that you deserve.
Hey, thank you, bro. I appreciate it, homie.
It's good to see. It's good to see everyone, fucking showing love, and I wish I need everyone to go tap in and listen to the neighborhood song. Tell them about the neighborhood jam, homie.
That's right, homie. They about to follow everything connected to the FAOLKS.
Hey.
Hell yeah, that's right, fool. What's up, dog?
Yeah. That's right, homie.
All right, you put have a good night and good ass show, homie.
Hey, you
good
too, carnal. Gracias, bro. Simón.
Homie, buenas noches.
Hey, buenas noches, carnal.
Good night, my G.
You all right, homie?
I think I'm good.
Yeah.
No, I'm good. I got this right here. I got Bud Light. It's water, right?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, absolutely. Fucking right. That is water, homie.
Let's go. Hold up. You're on Hood Stocks. Talk to us.
Hey, dog. You left the tanga right here.
Oh, shit.
It had to be one.
Shout out the Hood Stocks. Shout out Hood Stocks.
All right, bro. Bye. Had to be one. It had to be one. It's usually stomps. Huh? Oh, you can't hear it. They said that he left his what? What did they say?
His tanga.
His tanga?
Yeah.
Oh shit, man. No, I had that one on.
You left your tongue on that fool's head. That's why he was calling for you to take it off of him.
Oh, okay, shit.
Calling in like that. You just might get backslapped.
Hey, you're live on Hood Stocks. You got Stomps right here, man. Talk to him.
What's up, man? What's happening, homie?
What you got?
Why you so sad, dog?
Why I'm so sad?
Talk to me.
Because your motherfucking mom left me, fool.
Dog, come on, dog. Let's talk about it.
Man,
why you sad?
I don't even want to talk to you. That's why I left. She left me because I left her because she had kids. I ain't trying to talk to be your dad. Oh, fuck. I ain't that boy's pappy. Yeah, man, what the fuck? I already got rid of my first 3 kids, motherfucker. They grown. They got rid of me. You know, you grown and shit. You know, prisons, but you know, I got kids. Well, not you, motherfucker.
I'm still here, dog. Talk to me.
Oh, shit. I thought I was talking to you. Go home. I am not your daddy.
Lay your problems out, dog. We're here to listen.
That's right.
You got 700 people waiting to listen to your problems.
Yes, 700. That's right.
Oh, yeah, have a good night.
Everybody tapping in. Salute.
Yeah.
Thank you for listening.
Thank you for trying
Talk to your mom.
Make it 1,000. We'll spit another freestyle.
We're gonna have. Yeah, you guys want to hear another freestyle?
Make another 1,000.
Let's run. Run the likes up. We got what? We got how many?
Run them, homie.
And we're gonna do another freestyle.
Rip the mic up for them right now.
You ready for another freestyle?
You guys want more? I got them feeling like they want some crack on the corner and shit, you know.
Hey, let's
give
do
me
this.
another blast. I need another hit.
Hold on. I feel like he's getting ready to go, bro.
Boop, boop. Bye.
Okay, bye, bro.
I'm on my leash. Let's go.
I'm on my leash.
I'm about to rip this bitch down.
Stompers in the park eating a peach.
Oh, yep. Straight up.
Yeah.
Hold on. Let's get a couple more phone calls.
Go ahead.
We need you guys to run them likes up.
Homie.
No, we're going to do a freestyle. Run them likes up.
Yeah, run them.
How many likes we got?
Run them.
How many likes we got? Hey, you're on Hood Stocks. Talk to us.
Hey, it's Veneno again.
Hey.
Not bad. Hey, you know what? What I meant to ask earlier, I had came across an Instagram video of homeboy, one of my other homies. I don't know if you know. Do you know Gabriel Williams?
Gabriel Williams
from Fullerton, the family there. I guess.
Oh, you talking about Sticks?
Yeah.
Yeah, I know Sticks.
Yeah, well, he was showing me a video. I don't know if you talked about it on the podcast or not, dog.
Yeah, 1503.
Yeah, but I didn't want to. I'm pretty much saying that incident that happened with your. I don't know if it was your daughter or your niece.
Nah, homie. I don't know what you're talking about, dog.
Oh, okay. Hey, well, that's. Well, it's just because I came across the one of your Instagram videos that you had posted a while ago. That's one.
Oh, about the one that got kidnapped?
Yeah.
That's my stepdaughter, bro. And you know.
Yeah, they homie that. No, I didn't know if you had if that was one of the stories.
Yeah.
That you know what I mean? But no, it's all good, homie. I didn't know or not. You know what I mean?
No, it's all good. I don't bring it up, bro, because she's just my but she's my stepdaughter. You know what I mean? And if her mom says, you know, yes, you can talk about it, then I would, bro. You know, out of respect. But yeah, I hear you. I appreciate you, bro, and gracias for having that respect and shit. You know what I mean?
No. Hey, that's it. You drop it. It is. That's it.
You got it, brother. Thank you.
All right, home.
Appreciate you, dog. Hey, you're on Hood Stocks. Talk to us.
Yeah, how you guys doing, homie?
We were good until you called, bro. What's going on, bro?
Oh, my boy.
No. What I had to get out there was that I know I said it once, but I can't get over the homie talent, dog. he really, I didn't really get my point across out there, where I feel like he really needs to polish this and maybe pursue this
It's already
a little
polished,
more.
bro. It's already polished, bro. That's a polish.
Yeah,
that's somebody that's been doing this for a long time, bro. And his craft is polished right now.
This started off at 12 years old, carnal, and I wasn't able to really rap. And even in YA, I didn't rap because out of respect, our culture, we didn't get loud like that on the fucking courts or wherever, bro. So I never let anybody know that I could rap in YA, bro. You know, and then the homies tripped out when I got out and they started finding out that I can rap. They're like, hey, homie, what the fuck? I said, why didn't you tell us in YA? I said, because we didn't conduct ourselves like that, homie. You know what I mean? Like, you don't see us in a group, this and that getting loud, bro. That just wasn't us. We were quiet. We watched each other's back, homie. We always scoped the scene, and we were ready for anything that was going down. You know what I mean? So now I'm finally able to truly give my all in this music, and whatever the Lord opens up and the doors that do open up, bro, this isn't even for me, bro. This is for my culture. This is for, you know, my family, your family, everybody, bro. Because I want to help out everybody, dog. You know, I don't need riches, homie. I don't need 5, 4, 6 houses. I don't need a Lamborghini, homie. I don't need a Ferrari. I don't need a fucking chain that's bigger than my fucking face. I don't need none of that shit, homie. I just need a house and a lowrider, bro. And I just want the rest of the money. If God opens up the doors, it's going to everybody, bro.
My dog said a lowrider, a house and a lowrider.
Yeah, you know what I mean? I gotta get a 59 Impala, carnal. You know what I'm saying? You know.
Well, you deserve it, carnal, because you got motherfuckers like Lefty Gunplay going over there talking about, I'm Lefty Loco and I got the foco, you know, with these little bullshit ass rhymes, homie. Like, you deserve it, homie. You deserve
Gracias,
it,
bro.
up, dog.
Thank you, bro. I appreciate that, homie. Thank you for the love and support. Appreciate it, bro.
All right, and Lucky, fuck you.
Love you too, big boy. These are words of endearment right here.
That's right, homie.
I like
That's
that.
how you know they love you, bro.
If you can't be around cats, you can't say fuck you too. You're around the wrong dudes.
Yeah, right. That's right, bro.
Hey, you're on Hood Stocks. Talk to us.
Yo, what's up, Lucky?
Bro, go ahead.
I just wanted to give a shout out to the homie from Folk.
That's right, homie. Salute,
I was busted with your homie Looney, YA.
Yeah, that's right. I know Looney. That's right, homie.
April, what is your YA number?
74097, homie.
Alright. What year did you get to YA?
95, bro.
95. Okay. I landed there in 2001. I'm an 88.
Okay. I got you, homie. That's right. Salute,
bro, you got
all the numbers, homie.
Exactly. That's right. And I give respect to you, bro, because I was in Ellis, and you're right, the homies, we don't conduct ourselves that way. Unfortunately, we were really militant.
That's right, bro.
And but now listening to you now, bro, you got it, bro.
Thank you,
that shit.
Thank you, bro. I will. I appreciate it. Shout out to all my YA babies, bro. You already know, homie.
Yeah. And shout out to you, bro. You know what I mean? Because
shout out to Javier, the CYA baby.
That's right.
Javier,
incredible, the incredible Javier.
That's right.
Yes.
Yeah. Salute.
All right.
All right, bro.
All right, bro. You take care of yourself, and thank you, Lucky.
Wait. Hold on. Is this Javier?
No. This is Andrew.
Okay. My bad, bro. Because I know incredible Javier. I was on this podcast like years ago, bro. You know what I mean?
That's right.
When I supported on me.
Yeah, that's right.
For sure. I might be wrong, but I think Incredible Javier was one of the first who tried doing podcasts, and maybe he just kind of started delivering mail and stuff. But so he came up with a pretty.
I don't know if he was the first, but he was been doing it for a long time. You know what I mean?
Okay, I remember you and him kind of going back and forth.
In the sense of what? In the sense of what?
Maybe just like kind of supporting each other.
Exactly.
Like when you guys were first launching off.
Yeah. We did, and I give him love, and he give me love, vice versa. But anyways, it's a really thing to think about really quick within the community, because I think it's American Cholo, and then it was me. But who knows? Maybe there was an Incredible Javier was somewhere within that time. You know what I mean? I'm not sure, but yeah. Anyways, thank you for the call, bro.
Great.
Hey, Lucky. Later, bro.
All right, dog. Late. Let me do this. No, I don't want to do that. No call ID gets no fucking play, bro. Come on, guys. Dude, these lines haven't
Show
been...
yourself.
These lines haven't been
where you at?
Blown up this much in a minute, so people are excited with you, bro.
That's cool. I appreciate it, bro.
Yeah.
I appreciate it, though.
Let's see. Bam, like that. Nah, dog, you're calling no caller ID. No caller ID does not get a phone call, bro. And so if you're lucky, got soft hands. Thank you. Daryl?
Tell the lotion company to call so you can get promotions.
Stomps likes to drink hot dog.
Yeah, that's what they used to feed him as a baby. Hot dog water and the bean water at the same time.
Boy, that's right, bro.
Said hot dog water and
bean water. Mix together, baby. Shake it up. Motherfucker should be good.
Shit.
Like a licuado and shit. Straight up.
Mixed up, baby.
You're on Hood Stocks. Talk to us.
101.
Yes, sir. You're live.
I don't know what's good. Right here.
That's right.
We are at people, dog.
Hey, bro. So let me ask you a question, real quick. Hold on, real quick. Do you have a communication problem with the people? What? Bro, your line is great. You're underwater, bro. Scuba diving.
Robot.
I mean, let's go. Next phone call. You're on Hood Stocks. Talk to us. I was so high. I really tried to understand that shit.
I was like, bro, I'm out this motherfucker. I was that one.
It's like that Morse code and shit.
I was really catching a couple words, bro. I really was rooting for that guy, bro. With the fucked up phone, bro.
that cricket one or that one outside the store they get for free.
Really pulling for the dude, bro.
Trying to give him some shine, homie. You fucked it up.
Why did you see me? You could tell. See me like, dog. I seen look. He was really trying to pull through for that dude, bro.
Like, how you doing, brother?
You got it wrong to say, you're in the wrong area.
You're on Hood Stocks. Talk to us.
Hey, yeah, how's everybody doing?
Good. How you doing, bro?
I'm doing pretty good, man. Just wanted to just call out, give this guy his props, because I understand our, Mexicans, we value our relationship with the workplace.
That's right, bro. Thank you, bro.
And this guy got work ethics,
Thank you, bro.
That's what I hear, bro. Here.
And you said you specialize in carpenter.
And what's that?
You're a carpenter?
Yes, I'm in the union. Yeah, I do framing. I do drywall. I install fucking door frames, doors. I do T-bar shit. I do all kinds of shit. I know how to lay tile. Yeah, bro. I know how to do a lot.
Man, you should build Stomper a doghouse whenever he feels. Whenever he's sensitive to the weather, dog. Whenever he's
it might fall. Your mom saw me and shit. You know what I'm saying? Motherfucker, I came from Winter in the Canyon.
I was about to fax you my resume too, bro.
You know what I'm saying?
All right, hey, you guys have a good night, man.
Hey, you too,
You
got me.
Stomps is really on the hot seat tonight.
I know, dog. What's up, homie?
Beer, and I'm trying to stay away from beer. And bearded bitches. But I keep waking up. That's how these fools keep calling.
I know. This fool went from beer to bearded bitch.
Yeah, that's what happens. You drink beer, you can wake up with a bearded bitch. I thought I was watching Pirates of the Caribbean. Hell no. I was role playing. I'm dressed like motherfucking Jack Sparrow and shit. Yeah. I'm like, damn.
My boy getting sick with it.
That's why I don't fuck with beer, homie. They want me, I work it out. Shit, get together. I'm thinking about all the bad choices I had when you're sober. That's what I'm doing right here.
Yeah, especially when there's bearded bitches on the list.
That's
a different type of hangover.
That's what they make razors for. Trim that shit up.
Hey, that's a nightmare. Like, who the fuck are you two? I had one bitch.
Bro, it's just different type of regret, bro. You know what I mean?
beyond the regret, homie. You feel violated. What did you do to me?
Yeah, like, what I do to myself. I'm in the shower butt naked using that little gray rock that Thea has in the shower. Scratching that shit. Resulted.
Your back all scraped up.
Scratching the shit. I got a great rock for the feet. Just scratching that shit up, baby. Fuck that, homie. Keep drinking, motherfucker.
That's right.
Hell no, I'm done.
They wait in the bushes, homie. Catch you fucking drunk as fuck. Bam.
Fuck that shit.
Got him.
I'm done. How many glasses I went through?
That's right, bro.
I'm done drinking, trying to sober the shit out, man. It's all bad,
Bro,
bro.
you know what, Stomps? Now that you're saying all this shit, which is fucking hilarious, bro. the feet rock.
Yeah, was it that great one? Yeah.
That feet rock.
That motherfucker works, though.
Yeah, it does.
Takes off the corns, homie.
The bottom of your foot, the skin, fat bitch
You
juice.
really trying to get rid of that filth,
You better have that shit in the house.
Yeah, shit.
It's also a weapon, homie.
Hell yeah.
Throw it at a motherfucker's head.
Oh, I've been there, especially in the middle of your forehead. Like, damn. Time I got abused. Shit, every fucking thing in the house was a weapon. Yeah.
Shit, I hear you, homie.
Yeah, it sounds like, Stomps, you're really going through some regret in your life, bro.
Shit,
have you not been making the right decisions in your life,
drinking.
sir? You're drinking too much?
Yeah, that's why I'm having fucked up fucking shit back to back, homie.
That is right,
And
dog.
so what do you do about that?
Shit, just trying not to drink, dog. That's what I'm doing. I'm on day 3. I got sponsors.
Why did you
Yeah.
decide not to drink on the podcast night, bro?
I only been sober for 2 days.
I want to be sober for these fucking shots.
Yeah, man, shit.
Oh,
You on Hood Stocks, talk to Stomps, man. He needs an intervention.
That's it. Like,
Man,
you know what I'm saying? They enter some shit.
all I want to say is that the Big Stomp, man, he's a freaking badass rapper. He dropped it on the He dropped it on Friday 13th.
A fat ass or a bad ass?
No.
I'm both.
Well, a little bit of both.
I'm both, homie.
Spell it Filipino style, fool. PH.
Yeah, baby. I'm bad, homie.
Ain't nobody trying to hear King Lil G, no lefty gunplay. We want Big Stomp. You know what I mean?
He's live and direct.
Let's go. Big Stomp. Let's go. Keep it going. Let's go. I bumped that shit. Let's go.
I'm ready for go to sleep and motherfucking lay on the fat bitch I left at home tied up.
Hey. That's funny. All right. Hey, you guys have a good night. I'm gonna do the same thing. All right.
There is levels to fat female fetishes, bro. You know what I mean?
Man,
a lot of dudes ain't tying them up and trying to save them for later, bro. You know what I mean? They're trying to get rid of the bitch and the memory, and they're trying to get over that hangover regret.
Trying to kick one habit, one disappear, and then disappear the bitch at home. You know what I'm saying? I can't say I can do all. It's hard, homie.
It's hard to be a gangster, homie. You know what I mean?
All right, hold on. You're on Hood Stocks. Talk to us.
Hey, homie, you could rap, homie.
Hey, thank you, bro. I appreciate it, carnal.
Barrio 18. Much love, dog.
Hey, gracias, homie.
18,
Salute, homie.
baby.
You already know.
Nothing but love for 18,
That's
dog.
right, homie.
Straight up, dog.
Right.
Some of my,
Hey, much love.
some of my
Likewise,
some of
homie.
my greatest dogs. I'll tell you a little, whatever, dog. It is what it is, right? I mean, because when you on the streets for X amount of years, bro.
That's right.
Some of my greatest dogs, dog. East side of 18th Street, dog. You know what I mean? Shit. Those
Hell
are
yeah.
I used to be in that hood right there with them fools, dog. Like, I mean, I got and a lot of different others say Hollywood, fucking damn, dog. It's just deep, dog. A lot of love for 18, dog. I mean, I had a lot of dogs.
You always meet, certain individuals, from different hoods that you've been done time with, or you come across and they're solid individuals, bro, and you give them respect, homie. You know what I mean? So that's what's up, homie.
Absolutely, dog.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
yeah.
Absolutely.
That's
So,
right.
how many likes we got in there? How many likes? Somebody say how many likes are on this right here. And at the end of the day, it's love to all the neighborhoods and shit. You know what I mean? You know, it's love to all the neighborhoods, especially right here at Hood Stocks, man. We've had a lot of neighborhoods right here, man. And it's been great, bro. Testimonies, bro. You know what I mean? Journeys, trials, tribulations. Hey, you're on Hood Stocks. You got Hectic right here. Talk to him.
Hey, yo, what's up? I want to throw the Stomper.
What's up, homie?
Hey, what's up, my boy? Why you acting like the cancel your EBT?
Oh, because they did, because your mom fucking broke up with me. So I'm saying,
dog, I talk to her, dog.
That eat better today, eat better tomorrow. That's what EBT stands for, homie, just in case you don't know. Next time
la voy a regañar, güey.
try to come back. Huh?
La voy a regañar.
Who the fuck is that? That's your stripper name, homie? The fuck is that? I'm supposed to look that up?
Let's do it right here. Let's get at 500. We'll get another freestyle for the homie right here. Let's get 500 at least. Damn, can we get to 500? 434? What's up? Okay, here you see, guys, man. Let's get another freestyle right here. Let me pick a beat while the homie's using the restroom. Let me see what we got right here. Let me throw it over here. What's that cam? Where's that cam? That's the luck cam right there. Let's see right here what we got right here. See you guys. It's me and you right now, guys. We're gonna figure this shit out. We're gonna find the fucking beat, dog. And this dude, I believe he's gonna just fucking throw gasoline on this beat. You know what I mean? But I want to give him a good beat because I have a mixture of beats right here. Let's see. That's not it right there. Yeah, that was a little wild too. That might be something you'd fuck with, but let me see. This is a funky beat. I got a funky beat for you. I want you to hear.
You got more of these?
Yes, we do. You're on Hood Stocks. Talk to us.
Yeah.
Somebody.
Let's go.
What's that?
Somebody. Anybody.
Okay. Bye.
Somebody. Anybody. Don't get me started.
This is a funky beat that I used to play in the beginning as an intro and shit. Hold on, let me switch the camera. Okay, so I used to play. Let me see. You're on Hood Stocks. Come on, dog. Hey, is that mop thing still in the door? Yeah. Okay, cool. Let's look at this beat. I used to play this in the beginning. It's a funky beat though, but I don't know if it's the one for you.
They say the gangster beat. That's my style.
Okay, listen.
Am I?
This is this.
I've heard it.
You've heard this before?
And I know what it is. You gon' feel the Aztec of blood running through my. You already know the pump. Every time I blast, I put my name. I make the statement, wondering how I'ma lay it down like the pavement. Hold up, my life was in danger, but I had to survive, so I put one in the chamber. Homie had to chase my dream. Told me where I'm really gon' get headed for life. To realize I chose it over death. Homie, my family trying to tell me what am I doing with myself, homie? This could be a tragedy, so I chose to try to do what's right. It's hard in this life, homie. I'ma struggle to fight, but shit, I'm here to stand on top, conquer my dreams and do what I must to let them know I'm working them spleen. Hold up, ain't nobody knowing the strife, the shit that I've been through, man. I gotta tell my wife I've been laid off. You ain't even knowing the pain that I gotta go through, homie. I'm ready to spray off on anybody. Don't understand the feeling of dealing with this bullshit, homie. I'm in the kitchen, it's getting hotter by the minute. Tell me the limits is about to rise, telling me am I really with the times? It's wicked, homie. I've been spitting ever since the youth to try to bring it to the world, homie. I hear the proof, it's every day. You can see it on the news, and they still try to figure if they walk in my shoes. We all different, even with some hoes like we pimps, and they still trying to figure, cause you know we clutch a trigger. My dreams is bigger, but will I make it? Lord, please tell me while I'm here fighting Satan, swinging with the 3-piece, hit him with it hard. I ain't worried about it, dog. I done been behind bars. I paid my dues, now I seek what I feel. And now they tripping on Hectic, do we got skill for real? Now you need another fucking question or opinion. I tell them straight up, I ain't stopping. I stay winning, took a couple L's. Been up in the cell, I ain't worried about a thing. I'm a soldier, I rebel against the system. Now I wanna play me like a victim. Fuck that bullshit and call it like you pick 'em on. I've been waiting for this opportunity, man. Yeah. That's how we do it, Hood Stocks, motherfuckers. Live in this bitch, direct. Chia. And this is how we gon' do it, buddy boy, baby. Chia.
don't stop. You can try to run, but it's more than a marathon. Gotta carry on to these streets that I rap, homie. Tell me everything I'm buried on. Shit, I done sacrificed everything I had. I just wanted to grow up, homie. Try to have a dad. He never gave a fuck about me. I ain't got nobody that tried to motivate me. Everybody doubt me for the way that I looked. So you know what that means. I'm doing time, no money up on my books. Fuck that. The life of a crook, do whatever it takes, homie. I mob deep, homie, have them shook. I'll be damned if I don't. Been a soldier ever since a youngster. Homie, you already know how I was brought up. Gotta be up on your toes and your Stacy's on point to let them know that job get crazy. It's hectic, homie. Take a light, take a look through my eyes. Realize you can meet your demise. It can happen anytime. Ain't nobody untouchable. So recognize, yeah.
Son of a wow, dog.
That's how we do it, homie. Yeah.
Damn, dog. You know what I'm gonna do with those clips, bro? I hope it just does you fucking just tons of fucking justice, brother. But I'm gonna fucking upload those clips, dog. I'm gonna chop that shit up, dog. And I'm gonna any power that I have within this Hood Stocks thing. You know what I mean? TikTok, we got 200K followers on there. Bam, blasted there, blasted here, blasted Instagram, bro.
Appreciate it.
Damn, dog.
Appreciate everybody. Thank you, homie.
We need that right there, dog. Let's bring the real shit back, dog. Let's get rid of all this other dumb shit that's been going on. There is talented homies. Let's not play with it. But bro, come on, there's some fucking boo-boo shit out there, dog. And it's just I want to hear music, dog. I want to hear good music, and that is good music because there's a lot of meaning behind it. Everything you're talking about is stuff that you shared within your story. If you guys are just tapping in right now, rewind that shit, and all his lyrics are exactly what he was talking about in his story, which is his life. He is not fucking faking the funk and giving you something that he ain't never been
fabricate.
through.
Yeah, fuck no.
There's a lot of cats that fabricate nowadays, no?
Fuck that. Yeah, there's always people that know you, bro. You can't hide, homie. You know what I'm saying? Someone's gonna kick down the door and be like, he's lying. You know what I mean? That's the real shit, homie. So fucking keep it real. Be who you are, bro. I'm not gonna say, oh yeah, I'm a killer, homie. I fucking killed 20 vatos. That's it. You know, nah, come on, homie. You know, anyways, if I did, I wouldn't tell you. You know, what kind of fucking gangster would I be? You know what I mean?
Shit. You'd be telling on yourself gangster.
Yeah, a dry snitching ass motherfucker. Did you now? Fuck that. Ain't no snitches. Snitches get stitches. That's real shit, homie. Drop another motherfucking beat, bro. We're about to annihilate it.
Well, you want me to go? I gotta go grab some smoke from the car.
No, do your thing. Do your thing. Yeah, we got time. Go ahead. Hey, I'm not in a rush to go nowhere,
I'm gonna
bro.
throw it to Stomps right now.
So,
Stomps,
you know what I mean?
This is why we got a co-host, right?
Stomps, man.
You know what, Stomps? Ask this man some
questions. Salute to everybody, man, tapping in. Salute to my family. You already know to salute. Two soups. There's some good. Yeah, swoop soup.
Two soups. Picante.
Salute to Buddy Boy. Salute to Cocaine. Salute to all my folks, homie from OC. Salute to all the hoods in OC, man. Salute to everybody tapping in from LA to IE to SD to fucking globally. It really don't matter. You tapping in, we appreciate you. Salute to you and your family. Hope you guys are having a good night and you guys are entertained with the story and what's going on and shit and what happened. It's all real, man. It's fucked up. But the truth is, there's other people that's gone through worse shit than me and my family. So, you know, all we can do is be thankful and be grateful that we're here and we're above ground and shit, you know what I mean? And you know, because not everybody has it as good as we do sometimes, you know what I mean? So,
yeah. Sometimes someone else's misery gives you more, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, bro.
Put some step in your pep, you know what I mean?
Yeah, bro. Yeah, so, you know, let that motivate you. And for those out there that, you know, youngsters that are looking for work and stuff, looking for resources, homie, go to your fucking local unions, bro. From the carpenters to the electricians to the plumbers to acoustical to labor's union. Go check it out, bro. All right, I'm making $58 an hour, bro. So you can do it in 3 years. You'll be making that, bro. So and every trade pays different, you know. So if you're a hard worker and you want to make good money, bro, get your ass out there, bro. You know what I mean? Hit them up. Somebody will sponsor you. You'll be on that with that company and take advantage of any time you have on the field. Learn from other fucking guys that are other journeymen that are working around you, but stay busy, man. Stay hustling. Never be fucking caught with the phone in your hand. You know, always be pushing the broom. Stay busy, man. You know what I mean? Straight up.
That's what's up.
That's what it's about, man. We got to educate.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, we got to educate them. Yeah,
you want to be not a fucking fool that can't read or write. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, there. You know, construction, bro. There's a lot of work on now. You know, we just need workers, homie. Vatos that are ready to lace up their boots and fucking tie up their belt, homie, and be like, let's go. You know what I mean? Not no motherfuckers that are gonna be going to the bathroom 20 times and shit. Like,
That's real talk.
Yeah.
It happens, bro. Believe me. I've been around it, and I'm just...
Yeah, no, I know. It's frowned upon when you're on the job site and you go to the bathroom 100 fucking times and shit, dog. Motherfuckers don't like that shit. Especially if you ain't getting shit done and they start counting your shit, dog. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, hey, dog, you know what I mean? You were just, you know, it's like, hey, homie. But hey, apprentices, right? They get it the worst. But then if you're a journeyman, though, too, you know what I mean? I mean, you're not getting shit done. You're known to doing that, dude. Then, you know what I mean? It's the same.
In both ways.
Yeah, it's the same thing. You'll get
double-edged sword.
Like, even with the electricians, bro, they real critical on each other.
Yeah.
Because there's some electricians that, I mean, I don't know. There's just different levels, but there's some dudes that are very like genius, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I hear you.
And they're doing just like, I don't know, bro.
They're running all kinds of fucking lines, different lines.
It depends because with our trade, and just like yours, there's different things you can be doing. Like you can be framing one day, and you can be
hanging the next.
Bro, T-bar's got to be the worst job ever, bro.
It's easy.
You know what?
You just run your string line, bro.
Yeah, no, I know. I say in the sense of boring.
Or you just throw your headphones on, and bump your music. I throw on my instrumentals, and I'm over there fucking freestyling, and they're like, "What the fuck? Hey, homie, you need something?" I'm like, "No, I'm freestyling to myself, bro."
I feel like the T-bar guys, which I know they might be, but it seems like some of the T-bars in the past are always on a sick one, bro.
Then they just snort one up and go to town and shit.
I've seen a couple of those, but that's in all trades, bro.
Yeah, that shit's everywhere, bro. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So anyway, hey, let's get this phone call and then we'll go to a beat. You know what I mean? And then we're gonna we'll fucking tuck you guys into bed. Tuck you in for bed. No. Stomps? No.
Tuck groove, what? Were we talking?
You're on Oh, come on, dog. That's it. All right, phone call's over with. You guys done fucked that shit up. And let me see right here. Let's do this right here. Let me see. We're gonna end it out with this one. Let me see. Let me take that off. It's kind of cool.
Yeah. One more.
One more?
One more for the crowd.
One more, guys. One more for the road, man.
That's right.
One more. Let's do one more. Let's see.
Give me something funky, dog.
Yeah, let me see. Let me go through a couple of these beats. I got some garbage ass beats, but let me see.
Yeah, that's right. We here, homie. Hood Stars coming at you live. Yeah, Tuesday, hectic up in this bitch. Yeah, I've been from the gutter. I'm trying to get my bread and my butter. Try to live my life, sometimes I stutter. Why? PTSD, caught up in the barrio, homie, had to do my thing. I've been a king ever since I was knee high. You can catch me dipping, creeping through the west and the east side. Had to put in work, let them know my name. Throwing it up, cause you know these kings hold rain. F-A-O-L-A, God with the S, a true soldiers packing straps. Real ones with the quete. Never one to talk about it, you know that, homie, keep it low key. Every time we roll strap, we don't need the heat up on us. You know how we do it, homie, Killa California. Roll up on ya, put you 6 feet deep under the ground. We ain't worried about a thing, we laugh at you clowns. Spitting rounds ever since I was a youngin', homie. I do my thing like Park, stay thuggin', catch me on every block that I crept. I do my thing, homie. These motherfuckers slept, so what, homie? I had to learn from it. I did my thing, homie. Tell them when I burn from it. Yeah, dedicated to hood stocks, opening up doors until I'm straight up. I'm ready to rip up the floor like I'm about to do demo. Hold up, let me tell you about my life, homie. Here's my demo. You can follow everything that I done did at any level and tell them that I fought with the devil, trying to hold me back from what I'm trying to receive. Man, shit, sometimes I wish that I can bleed out. Ain't nobody knowing now what's going on with my life. Homie, figure now, getting through some pain. Shit, I try to keep it to myself, but at the same time, I'm driving alone down the lane and trying to ask the Lord why. Sometimes in my mind, man, I'm thinking straight suicide. Trying to take away my daughters from me. That's the coldest shit, man. Close the coffin on me. I ain't worried about the pain, man. I deal with it eventually, homie. That's just the thing, man.
Let's go, baby!
Hectic up in this, homie.
Yeah, there you go,
That's
man.
right, dog.
Got about 3-4 motherfucking freestyles out this dude right here, man. Man,
I appreciate it,
homie. That's the, hey, if you're gonna do it, that's the way you motherfucking do it. You little motherfuckers that come on here, dog.
Thank you, bro.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Then I gotta pick you up and I gotta burp you and shit, dog. You know what I mean? Fucked up,
Walk
so I
him
put
around.
the towel right there, you know what I mean? Stop it, you know what I mean? No, but you
That's
did it
right,
right.
homie. Thank you,
know,
Killa.
and that there's levels to this, obviously, and right there, that was, you know what I mean, at a very, very top tier level, guys.
Thank you.
Brother, how can people support you, dog?
Follow my Instagram, Hectic Up in This, and I'm 2 songs away from my album. It'll be getting done pretty soon under Buddy Boy Records, Cocaine.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You can follow me there and support me through that, you know, and any what can I say? Any platform, you know what I mean, that plays music and shit. Trying to put as much as I can on there and shit, you know what I mean? So, and if you need me to perform, holler at me. You need features, holler at me, DM me, you know.
How can they get at you on that, again, for features and everything?
Yeah, if they wanna get at me with features, go through Instagram and we can talk, you know what I mean? So that's pretty much how I do business, bro. You know what I mean? They give me half, I give them the track, they give me the other half, bro. And I work with a lot of artists, a lot of people, but, you know, I'm telling you now, and let this be official. If you're a punk bitch snitch or anything that's got to do no good with real homies, then don't holler at me, all right? Don't ask me to come on your track, and don't be cool with me and none of that, all right? So I'm telling you now, you know what I mean? I just want to roll with the real ones, the solid ones, support all my raza. I don't care what barrio you're from, bro. If you're a female camarada, I got you, bro. You know what I mean? The price ain't going to be, oh yeah, I want this one. Nah, homie, I want everybody to succeed, bro. Yeah. I want to bring unity amongst all of us, from every fucking area code to every culture, every block, every hood, homie, you know, it's time to make a change, bro. If we unite, we got a lot of talent, bro. I know it's going to take time, homie, but someone's got to stand up and say, hey, bro, we got talent. Let's get together. Let's put this shit and let's fucking rise up together, bro.
And you're talking about it in a sense of, you know, Hispanic, black?
I'm talking about...
In general? With everything?
In general, bro.
Okay.
Yeah, in general, yeah.
Because I think it's already happening. I wanted to say that it's already happening within the Latino community, the homies, you know what I mean? And the brothers, man. A lot of them are really seeing our talent now because it's obviously, you know, some of them are doing it right, you know what I mean? And shout out to the homies that are doing it right.
Exactly,
you know what I mean?
bro.
And so they
salute
see that
to them,
talent,
bro.
and they're doing things like Drummer Boy, Rowdy Racks,
salute
and
to all of
Inhale.
them.
I got a group going on.
Of
you know what I
course,
mean? Nate
of
Dogg's
course.
son,
Salute,
you know what I mean?
yeah, salute. Yeah, definitely, bro.
And so I see a lot of it happening, but you, bro, I feel like you just kind of like a hidden gem in a sense, bro. But I hope after today and we get all these clips out, bro, that people will know who the fuck HECTIK is. Not that they don't know already, but just on another level, brother.
You know what
I mean? Yeah.
Thank you, bro.
And thank you for blessing the platform, bro. This is a great podcast.
Bro.
I haven't done 3.5 hours in a cool minute, brother. And just thank you so much. Shout out to the homies right here. What do we got? Neighborhood Ave right here?
Shout out to my homie Neighborhood Ave Stompers.
Okay.
My primo Paco. Hell yeah, my family. The West.
We're from the hood.
Hell yeah, bro.
The hood and shit.
9 to life. Hell yeah.
And then we got Big Sleepy over there. You know what I mean?
That's right.
Big ass for Sleepy today.
That's right.
Yep.
Shout out to all the homies locked up.
I might have to come next time with a 40-ounce, homie.
That's right.
Okay. Hey, we are out of here. Thank you guys. We gone, baby.
Salute, baby.
Peace out.
Yeah. HECTIK out this bitch.
Let's go.